Did you get your holiday figured out? I know you said you were going to the beach. I'm worried about you going to that beach, but I hope it goes well. Who's gonna do this week's message? Mostly needed to deal with the paying my part of the vacation, but you're mostly paid. Okay, awesome. Yeah, will you be doing the recap today? We have 1 more minute, so that's why I'm asking. 2 more minutes, sorry. Let me look at my notes. Because yes, I keep notes. I need to get rid of some of these pages. They don't exist anymore. Yeah, that's really deep. I do know that Shiv decided to take or was that the other week, took an entire time to look at what was down in the basement. Oh, it was you, Ignis. You were first, because you did the building disputes and then you talked to Mitchell Graves. So it is you. And the last thing was Cormac and the problem that situation was. So, yeah. Anyway, it is time to get started. Welcome to the place where faith, magic, and technology meets. You are about to join us in the Godbound of Opus trust issues, where not everything is as it seems. And for today, well, yeah. Cue the title. The title is Die Another Shiv. Alright, so because you don't say it the way it's supposed to be said. Nah. Yeah. Right. Okay, so let's get a recap. I can stall for 30 seconds. How is everybody doing today? I'm glad you found a pretty low price for the penthouse. Just be safe, that's all. You can't hear them? Oh no! We gotta take care of that. That's because it was on a different one. There we go. Hopefully that works. No. That didn't work. I don't know why that didn't work. Properties. Okay. You ready? Well, 1 second. 1 second, because we actually do have a situation. We have a situation here. I know. I know you're so hurt. You're so hurt. Alright. Discord. Alright, let's hear some talking.
Test.
There we go. We're there. Alright. That's enough. Alright, can you hear him now, Roseheart? Please tell me you can. They're good. Okay, so what happened last week?
Alright, so we picked up with Dracul addressing expansion and building disputes with Ububo Ozak. Dracul used Whispers of the Worm to more or less bend him to his will, to make those disputes go away, as it were. Afterwards, Ignis went back to his home and found Mitchell Graves, broke into his penthouse suite to talk with him. It's a pretty cryptic conversation overall, and ended with Mitchell Graves asking Ignis to keep an eye on Liz Devereaux. Afterwards, we transitioned to Cormac, who was at his cafe and got taken into prison by Opus police. He was questioned, but ultimately refused to answer, just kind of fucking around with the detectives for a bit, and eventually just teleported out and said, fuck y'all. Mm-hmm. The police used Cormac's confiscated phone to try and set a trap for the rest of the party, but alas, no one fell for it, and everyone promptly destroyed, reprogrammed, or replaced their phones.
This is true.
Yep.
Which, following, the party decided to meet at Cormac's cafe. Yes, it's a cafe, not
it's not a tavern. It is a cafe.
Whatever everyone else keeps calling it, it's a cafe, to my understanding, unless that has changed.
Nope. That is exactly what it is.
You all keep thinking it's something else, but it's not.
To basically discuss plans going forwards. Ignis arrived last as Dracul, which is his CEO persona, and exchanged information with Cormac based on what he knows about Oda, the guy who had it in for Cormac in particular, but probably the entirety of the party. But so far, just Cormac. As well as exchanging some idle conversation about Cormac's water purification plant. Mm-hmm. Ignis exits scene and re-enters a while after as Dominic, and the party spent the rest of the session more or less discussing on how to deal with Oda, using some of the information that Dracul handed to Cormac, as well as what we already knew with regards to Oda. Is it Oda? I feel like I might be misremembering.
It is Oda.
No, it is Oda.
Okay.
It's not Odo, it's Oda. It is Oda.
Because he's a discount Nobunaga.
Yeah, because Yoda stopped asking why.
That's what the other part of the name is.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Draw off. Discount.
As far as what the party eventually ended up agreeing on what to do with Oda, I believe that the current idea is to send either Riley or Shiv, possibly both, probably both, let's be real, to Oda's I think his one of his estates. I don't know if it was like his private residence or his corporation headquarters, to try and find or plant incriminating information upon his network to more or less use against him to sabotage his reputation, I think is what was going on. I just remember a lot of jokes about Cormac saying like, "All right, well, once you're done playing around, we'll be ready to just go bash his head or something to that extent." But we shall see if that will be required or not.
All right.
I mean, I'm giving people the option to do this in a more subtle manner, which y'all keep telling me I should do.
Yeah, you are. You have been saying that, so will you do it or not? But today we're going to start with Riley. Because Riley has a job to do. And
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
only had
I
a
do.
week to do it in.
didn't come up last session, but 2 sessions ago. Context for the title is Shiv has an assassination hit out on him, but by his
Probably-
parents.
Well,
By
it's
his mother.
Yeah.
Because turns out he has a face that not even a mother could love, which is very, very tragic.
No. We learned last time that there is a reason. We don't know what the reason is, but she doesn't technically want him dead. She just knows that she's dangerous if he's not. Bleh. Unmedicated brain, not thinking properly. I
There
cast
was
a
the thing
couple
that
of,
his mother is putting the hit on him. His mother is putting the hit on him. Father outright isn't really into the idea.
Yeah,
She
and-
kinda is, and we have figured out that it's not actually because she wants him dead. It's that someone is basically forcing her to put that hit on him.
yeah, to get
I thought
out
we
of the
learned,
way.
like, did we learn that during stream, or was that like an after session conversation that I possibly missed?
I'm
was the
pretty
first
sure it
time
was
I,
during stream.
It was
yeah,
the
and
first
it
time I
was Shiv
cracked an
remembering
irresistible
he-
query.
Yeah,
Yes.
you actually do have that
It
ability.
was the first time that you actually asked me a question outright and I had to say it.
Yes,
Man
because-
used the God out of knowledge thing, where he asked a question and got an answer.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
But God of Knowledge
yeah.
decided to use his ability to gain knowledge.
For
So-
once.
Even though we discussed what to do with Oda for a while, we are picking it up first and foremost with the assassination contract, or
Well, it was
I mean,
the
if you
last
kill-
thing. It was actually the last thing that was brought up. But you also were talking about Oda at the same time.
okay.
Yeah, Oda was kind of the more sort of pressing matter at that moment, and by my count, I'm pretty sure we're about 3 days in game after the contract's officially been taken out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well,
We're about 3 to 4 days in.
So
And 2
I'm
to 3
leaving
days
it to
away.
you guys to decide where you want to go.
do you need to
Well-
a place to do it at, or it's like it could probably supply like an empty warehouse if need be, or at least an abandoned, or at least I can empty one out and supply it to you for like an afternoon or something.
Well, the intent is basically I'm going to snipe him for a rooftop.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, that is basically the idea.
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
it gives you enough ability to fake it that, oh yeah, he's totally 100% dead. Here's your video proof, and here's the link.
And here's the local security cameras too.
Yeah.
Here, watch it from this angle. You get to see more blood.
No, we're not going to focus too much on the exit wound because, you know, there is technology that can tell the difference between a squib and an actual exit wound.
Fair enough.
Well,
Yeah,
I
didn't-
suppose you can
How's
say
that
that
kinda
Riley has a
thing?
bullet with your name on it, so don't let me keep you from it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh. I mean,
I'm etching that bullet right now with SHIV on it.
CYV for me.
No, you've never told the character how to spell your
You
name.
never have.
That's fair.
I'm gonna take a shot in the dark and assume that you're not going to actually kill him.
Nope.
No, it's
Are you sure?
less than lethal.
Are you sure though?
I still haven't
Never
come
say
up
never.
with
Never say never, and I could always roll dice and at a minus.
And
I
botch.
could, yeah, I could just accidentally shoot him in the back of the head with a less than lethal round that's still coming out of a sniper rifle at high speed.
I mean, he's got a pretty thick skull. I think he'll be all right.
But I don't know.
I like the awkward silence at that one, Jerry.
I thought it was a good joke. Maybe a bit mean, but I thought it was funny.
All right,
I
so
was just
yeah.
waiting for somebody to say, "Oh, come on, he's not that bad."
All right, so smash cut 2. Shiv is walking along a street
Yes.
next to a totally dangerous alleyway, to which he's got to get shot in the back.
Ah!
The death throes.
The death throws. Oh.
Are you seriously?
I learned my death screams from the best place in the world, Monty Python.
Disagree. I think Psych had way better ones because they were all fake.
Never saw it.
All right, so you're telling me
Yeah,
that this
I
is
don't
what
know.
is actually happening right now. You are heading
Yes,
to
what is
an alleyway.
what is actually happening? Because
Yes.
I mean, the timing for our discussion about Oda and everything was late evening,
Mm-hmm.
More or less,
Like-
yeah.
basically on the verge of being actually like full on nighttime. And I dare say we don't really want to be doing a bunch of junk in the middle of the night.
Right.
I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I'm just saying that, right? So, yeah, like next morning, like we'll be in a location, you know, an alleyway. We're in the outer areas of the city, you know. There's a lot of crime anyway. No one's going to notice a bald guy getting shot. So, the whole idea is Riley would post up on a relatively low rooftop, like you know, the roof of a gas station or something, and Shiv would have a route. He walks down it at a specific point. She'll shoot him in the back,
Yes.
whilst recording the. You know, she'll take there'll be like a very low frame rate video of her aiming at him, and like you can see it's definitely him, and then her shooting him. And then she'll head over, looking at him, like clearly he's totally legitimately dead, and take the ring off him.
All right.
So basically, how the scene is being framed. Shiv is walking along that I forget who wrote it. Song is playing in the background. Da 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 da. You hear it. You hear it in cartoons for morning scenes all the time. It's public domain. He gets shot in the back, screams, drops dead, and then the heavy metal starts playing.
And of course, there is a sizable blood splatter in front of him when he gets hit, because of course he has a squib.
Yeah.
Which, for those not in the know, that's how they fake exit wounds in like movies and stuff. You have a little device that like pops and it blows up a little bag of, you know, fake blood that goes everywhere.
From what I've heard, those things also surprisingly hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
regardless,
you've now
you will be
effectively
hurting.
got
You-
you've got a squib-based hickey on your chest now.
It will hurt. It will hurt.
Yeah,
Okay,
Yeah, from what
so-
I've heard from friends in the industry, those things actually do hurt.
Before we get to that point, okay, I
Okay.
need, because you're actually doing this in public, how would I do a stealth roll?
Do you mind not rolling a save?
I mean, if it's just a stealth roll, like you could abstracting on like how they're doing stealth to be. Any
Yeah,
of the
are you going to be
attributes.
stealthy at all?
Well, Riley's gonna be on a roof.
Right. Are you two going to be stealthy at all?
Well, I mean,
All my job.
I would pick a route to take him just outside of like public vision. So, like, walk along to here and then turn to go in this alleyway. That's where I'm going to pop you.
Okay, so you're popping him in the alleyway, not
Yes.
exactly in public domain.
If you
Yeah,
want to try. Oh, go ahead.
Well, it's entirely up to you if you want to veto me being able to say I have a suppressor.
You're
'Cause I
welcome to
haven't
have a
expressly
suppressor. There's no point in. There's no point in not having one, especially
Okay,
as an
it's just because I
assassin.
was going to say I haven't expressly stated that I have one prior, so you could totally
I
veto
can
that.
waive that, but I still need an answer because this is actually important. What did you say, Ignis?
I was saying, like, if you're trying to, like, boil it down to, like, oh, well, did your plan go to well, or did, like, some random bystander fuck it up? You could, like, abstract it to either, like, an intelligence check to, like, how well it
Yes,
was planned.
let's
like,
do an intelligence check.
All
Do I
go
get
get it, Mr.
modifier?
19.
You actually get a penalty.
I got penalty. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Do I just put in minus and then the number?
Yeah,
Okay.
minus
So what's
4.
my penalty? -4. Oh, that's terrible.
Tragic. You missed it by 1. That's actually so tragic.
That is tragic. Wow.
You know what?
You
Because I
pick on
don't
the
think
one
we're going,
elf.
because we're going in, probably not doing combat today. Prophetic insight. It goes off without a hitch.
Okay.
So long as there's nobody that has gifts like us, nobody has to roll a save.
What, Rose?
It goes off without a hitch.
What,
That's
Rose?
not technically what worthy foe means, but close enough.
Worthy folks have to make a save against it.
I can make a save against it.
Well,
What's
it
making
depends
the
on-
save? Opus?
Never mind. I fail.
it depends on what the obstruction is, because, like, the plan can still go off, but, like, an unrelated event can still cause
No,
problems.
you didn't see what Rosehart just did. She just helped you out.
She gave the -1.
Oh, nice.
That's why I fail.
Bum.
Oh, we're off to an amazing start.
So, you guys can thank Rosehart for being on your side for that.
for being cruel to the DM.
Once again. All right.
Oh, come on. There's got to be somebody on our side. It can't always be on yours.
Or can it?
I mean, they
Anyway.
can.
Yes, Rosehart, you get a cookie. I shall
So-
find a cookie emoji.
I get a cookie.
So yeah,
And,
on shooting Shiv in the back,
Mhm.
he falls over. Shocking, I know.
You
as
almost
there's a
killed
big
him,
blood
but
splatter.
okay. Trust me, Karma will
Yeah,
come back.
I almost hit just above the vest.
Yeah. You
It's
almost.
that one tiny little sliver between the helmet and the vest,
You were lucky.
which
Yep.
is actually a shame because that would be a perfect way for us to discover that we can't actually die without a coup d'état.
See, and then there's what's even better is the fact that you used a rubber bullet and hit him right there.
Yeah.
So
And then he takes the vest off and all he's just got is a giant bruise.
because Rosehart gave you the extra point, you were lucky and you didn't kill Shiv. He's just rusty.
And nobody reports it. I think.
Damn.
Shiv is just in a lot of pain, drowning in fake blood.
And you are in pain
Yeah.
because it hit almost wrong.
You know what? I'll take it. So
Well-
so Riley goes, grabs the
Yeah.
ring.
As soon as he goes down,
Mhm.
Riley will then put her weapon away.
Mhm.
So taking like 30 seconds to break it down and put it into a case, and then hop off the roof. It's only like maybe 2 stories up, so easily survivable for a cyborg. Doesn't even have to come under Godbound rules. And then she'll head across to check the body and, do the whole, let's double check the pulse. Yeah, he's totally dead, and get the ring off him.
Mm-hmm.
And then afterwards, she's then going to say to him, right, you're officially dead, and she's going to smack him across the back of the head. Not like an actual hit. She's just going to like pat him across the back of the head, like, right, get up.
Once you're done recording, of course.
Yes.
Yeah, Shiv gets up, dusts himself off, and is like, ow. These things surprisingly hurt. A lot.
All right, but how many takes do you guys do? Yeah, you have to take like 20 takes and use the most convincing one.
No,
I mean, you're actually making a good point right there.
yeah.
Okay, 20 takes of trying to make that. I think Roseheart would have a problem with this.
How many takes does it take to get to the center of Shiv's heart?
well, what we could do, right? If we're going to do more takes, we'll have to try different attempts. Therefore, we'll also have to do a bit where I get my my nano blades out and we try stabbing.
And that's how we learn that apparently we are less destructible than we thought we were.
Yeah.
Correction. You guys are less destructible than I thought you were.
Yeah, I mean, there's also that option. There's also that option that I borrow. I borrow Cormac and sort of aim him in the approximate direction, and then we see how powerful his laser beams are.
No. He does the javelin of God and we steal
Don't test her.
No, we borrow Cormac, have him do javelin of God, and see how far Shiv can fly.
Exactly.
If you want to test that, then we'll pull out, hey, Ignis, here, throw him.
Yeah.
Can you hit the dome for me?
I will sit here and make you fail all the rolls if you do this.
I was actually just imagining Cormac and Ignis having like a strength test to see how far they could throw someone.
Oh, Ignis wins.
Well, I win every time, but that's okay.
Yeah.
All right, I did take my pills. Thanks.
All right, but we got our well, you got your footage.
Yeah. So he's totally legitimately dead for realsies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure, he's dead.
Yeah. So
what do you do with the body?
What do I do with the body? Well, first off, I remove all his organs and also I steal his bones because they're worth like 14 grand per gram of bone marrow.
No,
Is that the
seriously,
current
what do
going
you
rate?
do with his body since he's dead? And I put that in quotes.
Well, what I've totally legitimately for realsies done with his body is dumped him in a
canal.
No, and because we're not necessarily next to a canal, into a dumpster,
Okay.
which fairly soon I imagine will be picked up.
Yeah. Okay.
And then let's face it, who's going to go raking in the dump for Shiv's corpse? Or more specifically, who's going to do that who doesn't know he has powers?
Good question.
Who's going to be looking for a corpse in the first place?
Aw.
Pretty much.
I mean, I'm sure
So
there's
yeah,
some people.
later on when we have some downtime, Riley would then go back to the bar and fulfill that contract within the next couple of days.
Okay, but the contract is now official. All right, so now, Shiv, we're going to you. This is
Yeah,
after the fact. What happens? You're thrown in the dumpster.
Yes. Well,
What are you gonna
first
do
things
now?
first things first, he takes out his phone and personal transmissions out.
Okay.
I mean, most people would have just climbed out the dumpster and been like, "Ow, did you have to throw me in one that's full of needles?
No, that's what.
Did you have to pick the medical waste?"
No, that's the one. That's what you get when you get home.
All right. So you are officially dead. You take out your phone. You leave yourself looking as if you're staying in the dumpster, and you're able to get out. What do you do?
Yep. Well, I personal transmission a mile away
Mhm.
and make my way back to the club. Now
Look-
it now
Looking
Now
as
with
you
the,
are.
nope.
Yeah, I mean,
I
we
have-
already had that discussion that he's going to have to drop the really identifiable ID number for at least a
Yeah.
couple weeks.
Yeah, he just like rips it off the thing with his 16 strength.
You'd also probably like go and like buy a hoodie or something to cover your identifiable tattoos on your scalp.
You are very
No,
identifiable.
he wears the helmet.
Yeah, close enough. All right.
Because I've specified I kept the helmet.
You know, I love the concept of us being like walking down the street in Cyberpunk 2077 where you just see like random hobos wearing combat gear.
Yeah, I kind of find that weird. So you
Oh, I
wear
mean,
the
Militech that
helmet.
put most of that
What
stuff
are you
out
wearing?
are
Anything
a fashion.
else?
You know what? Just for the moment, I will also pick up my I will also be wearing the combat armor.
Okay, so you're in
And
full
then-
combat armor.
And here I was picturing you'd be walking down the street with a military grade helmet on and nothing else but a pair of heart covered boxers.
No,
And a big huge
a military-
bruise.
and a really big smile and nothing else.
Yeah, but nobody would see the smile because he's wearing the tactical helmet.
That's okay.
Fall out.
That's for you.
Well, that's what I think when I think tactical helmet. So yes.
This is Fallout. Then literally everybody will be like, that's good gear, and turn and shoot you.
You know what? Dude? You know
I mean,
what?
that's why I
that's
bring up the
fair.
cyberpunk thing, because it's like literally that military stuff is a fashion, so people that have no reason to be wearing military gear are walking around in bulletproof vest.
Well, yeah, but it's also
Just 'cause it's
cyberpunk it's also cyberpunk where literally one moment you're there, the next moment a car, probably full of people with guns, as well as a turret on the roof, are probably driving by and shooting you, just randomly.
No, that's Grand Theft
because of
Auto.
me. Actually, yeah,
I mean,
touche.
that's what you get for living in Pacifica. you chose to live in a combat zone. That's on you.
But yeah, he then returns
So-
to the club and files his own death certificate.
No, you don't get to file your own death certificate.
That's not quite how.
That
Okay,
doesn't
so
work
it's
that
different.
way.
well, I tried.
Walk up to the bureau like, yo, I'd like to report a
making
death. Who's my own?
Leave.
Definitely.
I would like to report a death. Who's my own? You just hear like a splat in the background. Okay, so he starts working on his new identity.
Okay.
Oh, he buys a wig on his way home.
Okay.
Is that a cyber wig?
A cyber wig? Yes, it's bright silver and has stuff coming out of it.
No,
Nice.
there would be
Glitter?
cyber wigs. That would be a thing.
Yeah, like tech hair and stuff.
Yeah, fair enough. It's still bright silver. It has stuff coming.
Just one color it would not be is purple.
Aw. Oh well.
You're not looking
Because-
hard enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet if you went and asked Cormac, he'd be able to send you to somebody who does, super legal purple clothes.
Yeah.
I mean, you know
Yeah.
what, probably.
Yeah. The same person that dyed your fucking clothes.
Right.
Purple is against the law to be wearing
Oh,
on
no.
clothing. It is not against the law on wigs, but it's highly not accepted either.
Oh no.
Yeah, funny story. My character's initial coloring concept was going to be purple and black.
And then Karsa said, no, don't do that.
No, actually, I randomly decided to opt for red
Yeah.
I think the
because
red fits
the
your
avatar
background
that
better.
the avatar that I used, the character in another RP game, was working for a company whose primary colors are black and red. Not unlike a certain company in this game.
All right.
Hello.
Let's
So any suggestions for a new name that Shiv could go by? Because otherwise, I'm going by the
Shiv
hacker name I
with
came
an
up with.
SH.
No,
Sid.
Yeah, you should just go for
Vic.
the hacker name.
Vic.
Well, then
Vic.
No.
Vic.
Vic's vapor rub.
No, it's Shiv backwards, and B, he was the victim of a murder.
Vic. That's fair.
That is actually really good.
Vic Oracle. That's how I'll do it. Vic Oracle.
Got it.
VYC Oracle.
All right.
Very unconventional spelling of Oracle, though.
Don't worry, man. It's temporary. We'll get you back to your real identity soon enough.
I would have just done a Pathfinder for shits and giggles.
What, become Squizzy?
No, just use the name Pathfinder.
Well, Oracle is Shiv's hacker name. He's becoming that what would it be? Blue collar hacker?
White hat.
White hat.
It's all right. I can really turn you into Oracle.
So can I. I just have to aim low enough.
All right.
Yeah, but Cormac already has a history of stabbing people's spines and turning them into paraplegics.
Anything else, Civ?
Nope. He's just working out his new identity.
Anything else, Riley?
No, she basically after the quote unquote hit, she would leave and eventually head back to the bar. You know, sending a message saying, you know, job's done. When do you want to meet? Okay, when/where?
Make an intelligence roll.
Make an intelligence roll. Okay.
Remember to take out the penalty.
Again, penalty.
Wait, why?
Well, what's the penalty?
Aw.
Still the
Is
negative
this
4.
still -4? -4.
Man, somebody must have like
Okay.
prepaid to fuck with your life.
Yes, actually.
Damn.
Wait, was it his mom?
You felt like you were being followed.
I feel like I'm being followed.
But you've with that understanding of feeling like you were being followed, you managed to lose them.
Well,
That's
I am the
a high
Godbound
enough
of speed.
success for that, for sure. So,
You are the Godbound of Barry Allen.
Well, no, I'm the Godbound of walking around the corner and then the other person runs up to the corner and suddenly I'm 3 blocks away.
yeah. So you do manage to lose your the person who is following you.
For now.
I mean, how do you follow the one heavily cyberized elf in the city and lose her? I mean, God.
Bound. Oh, we're not doing word association? Never mind.
Nah.
Oh, that's what that's called. Thank you.
All right. So with that understanding, you did notice that you were being followed. Do you do anything with that information?
Do I potentially recognize who's following me? Is there any visual signifier?
Yeah, there would be a visual signifier. It would depend on if you saw this person. I guess we would need to make a wisdom check. You managed to remember that this person was in the vision at the same time you were.
Oh my god, it's that guy.
And
Yeah,
it's,
what
no,
was
it's
it,
not
Butcher?
it's not the same guy. No.
Oh.
It's not
Well,
that
that's
guy,
impressive.
guy.
I'm not your guy,
I'm
buddy.
not your guy, buddy. They're echoing here. Hey, I'm not your buddy, friend.
I'm not your friend, guy.
But with the understanding, you were followed straight from where you were.
Well, I hope they enjoyed taking an incredibly circuitous route.
Okay. But you did
Make 'em
manage
run
to
laps.
you did manage to get away.
Right, well, I know that when I go and speak to Butcher, that's going to be a case of walking over, sitting down, and like, so did your follower person? How long did it take for them to realize that they'd lost me? Anyway,
All right, we're gonna leave you two alone. We're gonna head now to. I think we'll go with Cormac this time. South Park. If
Oh my
Cormac
god,
is
thank you.
here, Cormac is very quiet.
That's because I really wasn't saying anything. I was just making weird noises.
Oh, you were still scatting?
I was actually about to ask if you'd muted yourself by accident.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, well, the first thing the first thing that would probably happen, because it's gonna happen, therefore it could be probably, is in the early morning, Korag's wife will wake up from bed and he's just kind of sitting on the end of it, staring out a window.
Hello, light time, my old friend.
I mean, it's like that early morning where like you can barely see the sun starting to come up, and he's just sitting quietly, staring out the window on the end of the bed.
Because he can never sleep. So she yells.
That has nothing to do with it. When it comes to that, it says you don't have to sleep. Not that you can't.
So you can still enjoy the pleasures of being a proper mortal. You're just choosing not
Yeah,
to.
he simply doesn't require sleep.
Right.
Yeah.
So she yawns and she's, why are you... What's going on? What are you seeing out there?
And he just kind of shakes his head. He was just thinking about, well, kind of everything.
Everything? Can
Yeah.
you
Oh,
elaborate?
I mean, I've never hidden anything from you.
I
I've always
know.
I've told everything to you, and that's, I think, maybe the problem. I mean, I heard what the Slayers did to Mina. I went back into my old ways. I legitimately can't count how many I killed. And I wonder, and I find myself wondering why you and the others bothered with me at all.
Well, for one, I love you. For two, we have great sex. And for three, because why would a wife not stick by her man?
Yeah,
The great
That-
section of the three.
that only goes so far.
Well, you could always change and maybe not kill people. I knew what you were doing that day when you I felt sorry for Carmina. Carmina doesn't deserve to lose everything.
No, she really doesn't, and I lost myself to that anger, which hasn't happened in a long time.
You are more than what you were before. Maybe you need to start looking at it differently. Maybe there are other ways to do things. I still stand by you because, well, one, the Slayers are, no good, or were no good, but I am worried about you. We wanted to get out of this life, if you remember. That's why we no longer were of the neon.
Yeah.
So why come back into it?
Well, I wasn't going to be doing anything, but then FN decided they wanted to send an agent here. And then it all just kind of went off the rails from there. But I also, and like, he just starts having like a golden flame play over his knuckles as he moves his hand around. I think I can actually do something for the city now. We've been talking about how the city needs to change, and I think I actually can make it change now.
How would you change it?
Well, the how is, I think, going to be other people's. They're going to have to come up with that. I'll just make sure the city listens. I only have one tool that I really know how to use. And then he closes his hand over the fire. And right now, those in power are only going to listen to somebody else that can demonstrate that they have equal or greater power.
We shouldn't stoop to their level.
Well,
Because not just you, maybe you can't be hurt, but as you can tell, others can.
well, if I try things Devereaux's way, nothing gets done.
There may be a reason why she does it that way. Maybe
Nothing
she's
gets
just
done.
as scared at what she can do as you do.
But if nothing's getting done, then you're not doing anything. FN picked this fight. I'm not going after the other corporations right now. Well, going after Oda, but that's
Who
more
is
of a...
another corporation?
This is more, I'm going after him directly. More to scare him.
Not to
It's
kill
more of an
him.
indirect approach compared to, scorched earth.
No. The people that actually did the demolishing have been dealt with. Oda just needs to know that he can be got to.
You are playing with the big leagues now.
Well, maybe somebody needs to burn down the arena. Sometimes revolutions have to be bloody.
Yeah. I just hope we don't lose so many of our friends.
Let's put it this way. They saw what happened when they just messed with one of my friends. They didn't even really hurt her. And that's the point. What do they think I'll do if they actually hurt her?
I don't know.
Sometimes violence perceived is violence achieved.
Sometimes. We don't know what we're up against. But
Yeah, well, Devereaux does, and she's holding way too many things close to the vest. So, until she starts becoming more upfront with the information, I'm gonna keep doing things my way for now. Well, I'll back off a little bit. I am doing my best to limit the collateral damage.
where is Devereaux? I haven't seen
Yeah, I
her in a
don't
few
know.
days.
Oh, she's... I don't know. Oh, wait, no, I do know. She's helping move some of the people we saved.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not all bad. Well, it's not all death.
You are helping some. Is that what you're saying? You are helping some. At least. Yeah, you.
I mean, I haven't started going after the cops.
That is. I don't know how you can get rid of all the corruption in this city.
I'm not looking to get rid of all. I'm looking to make it so people can actually live their lives in the lower circles, not just drudge day in and day out to the beat of the corporate drum.
You know what comes with revolution?
That's different every time. Depends whether you win or lose.
If you win, new government, but what does the new government look like? Could it be simply a new government that is better or worse than the first one?
Yeah, but if you do nothing because you're afraid of of what could be, then you're just stuck with what is. And right now, what is isn't working for a lot of people. It's time the dice got rolled.
Ba-dum-bum.
Well, I guess we will find out soon enough. So what's your plan for today?
I don't know.
As
They
usual,
want to go.
then.
Well, they're gonna go do some corporate recon in Oda. I think Shiv's gonna get shot in the back of the head or something. I don't know.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Wasn't she there for that part?
No, she wasn't. She was upstairs.
Oh,
Yeah, he'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Where do you want Carmina to stay?
Well, I'm gonna get some guys together to go at least put the building, or try to put the building back together.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and she probably could just stay here and just throw up a bed in the acupuncture clinic for now so she can have her own privacy.
Yeah, we could put her in one of those. Put a curtain
once-
around if you want, or a partition.
Yeah, and then once we get her house back up, shouldn't take too long. The main structure was fine. She can move back in. As far as what we're going to do today, I'd probably just do that. Work on that while they go deal with corporate espionage. Thing that I'm
Alrighty
not
then.
good at.
Then I guess I will go downstairs and start our breakfast like a normal day
Yeah,
for now.
normal.
Nothing's
I
been
don't think
normal since what happened to you.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I might like this better. Before it was just all rage, impotent rage. Now I can actually do something.
I stand by you, Dan. if ever you want me to do whatever you did to yourself.
I don't know if you can right now.
Well, I
Because the whole research lab was destroyed. I mean, I could talk to Jill to see if she has enough research to do it again, but we'll find out.
We could talk about it later. You got things to do. We got Carmina to put up for a while.
I don't think it's going to take as long as you think.
With you, I don't know what is going to take how long ever anymore. Because things have changed.
Ah! Yeah, then we could cut out on that.
Yes, we will fade to black as she attacks him. And then they go back to the bedroom.
Initiative roll. How
To the
many
bed.
fingers
Damage.
does she break?
A 26 straight damage.
Haha! It would be straight damage.
Well, that would be
Oh, that's the worst joke.
that'd be rough. That would be horrible.
I wish to die.
Unfortunately, it's too early for alcohol.
No, it's not.
That sounds like coward's talk.
That depends on where you're at. All right.
Well, isn't it like 5 o'clock in the afternoon there, Nav?
No, it's 6. And it's never too early to start drinking. It's always after 8 somewhere.
No, it's 5 o'clock
Hell
somewhere.
I hear it's always 5 o'clock
somewhere
in
every
Margarita.
time. It's Miller time.
Hold on. Are you awake? Then it's drinking time.
Exactly. Are you not awake? Keep drinking.
And then just play
That's why
right.
they invented IVs.
Oh, jeez. All right.
And
So
then just for traps and giggles, Dryden just pointing to a clock that is just saying 5 o'clock already.
No, it's a clock that's been deliberately broken, so it only ever reads 5 o'clock.
I mean, no, you just buy the one clock that you get through the Miller Lite or the Miller website.
Yeah, it's always
Where every
Miller
hour is just
o'clock.
we're just, every number is just replaced with Miller time.
Exactly.
thought it was high noon all day. True.
Wait, it's high noon. Everybody run!
Alrighty. Let's now Ignis's turn. What are we doing today?
All right. My current intention is to visit the cantina, and well, I'm going to learn that Blizz is still not back, so I'm going to try and find Willis instead.
Okay.
Yeah, Shiv's got to do that as well at some point.
You have a bad timing, Shiv. You're already dead.
I know.
Alright, so you head over to the cantina and you do not find Liz once again.
All right, I'll like talk to the person at the bar, and I'll ask, "Hey, is Liz in right now, or is she still out of town?"
She's still out.
Fair enough.
She
Do you know
should
where I
be
can find
back
Willis
next
instead?
week.
Ask
Willis is
Chief Oliver,
probably at
unfortunately.
his garage, as usual.
All right, thanks. I'll go have a look.
Okay. 1 second, please, while we set this scene up. You are heading over to his garage, and his garage is nearby. Could technically almost be attached if it wasn't on another part.
Huh?
As you headed there, you notice it is dark and you hear a bunch of clamoring as somebody is loud enough to be heard from the front room where you do see an office space. Where's that office space? Huh. Yeah. Okay. So you're gonna start here.
I am seeing a blast screen at the moment.
Okay. We will.
Did Karsa forget to turn off dynamic lighting again?
Well, I might not have visions. I might not have a token on board, but
Yeah,
I guess
you
that would
don't.
mean that dynamic lighting is enabled on this map.
You do
pull the
realize,
token
yeah, I just need
somewhere
to.
on the map.
Here. Yeah. Alright, so you're there. And you're starting there, and down below you saw. It was an office. And you still hear that clamoring, and you hear somebody yelling obscenities. And if you look downward, you see a guy working on a Pinto. The Pinto over here.
The Pinto is cursed.
So,
Well, I'll walk down and make my way there.
okay.
So
Let
something
me
along the lines of this type of route.
get you there. Guy is working on a Pinto. And he is.
Consequently, oh wow, that really is a picture of a Pinto.
It is a Pinto.
I was looking for the "It's 5 o'clock somewhere" clock.
No, it's a Pinto. It's definitely a Pinto. Why are you there, Raiden?
Because we never
This is the
removed
last
me
one
from
from
there.
here.
He was the last one here. Okay, so
Oh.
you see him, and he's underneath the hood, and then finally he looks. Who's there?
Excuse me, Mr. Devereaux. My name is Ignis. Do you have a moment to talk?
That depends. Are you needing something done on your cars, or?
Unfortunately, no. I'm just here to talk for now.
I wish my wife was here.
I don't want to
Unfortunately-
talk to people. I'm an introvert.
Fortunately, she's out of town for a week, and it's not something I can wait that long on.
Oh, you're one of them. All right, I'll talk to you.
Teleports away.
Damn, unlucky. Alright.
He teleports away. There's a Pinto-shaped scorch mark on the ground.
Not Doc Brown.
You thought he was working on the Pinto. He actually is the
What do
Pinto.
you want? And he does it. He says as gruff as that because he's strong and bitter.
I was hoping you could tell me everything you know about Mitchell Graves.
Where'd you learn that name?
He broke into my penthouse suite last night, or 2 nights ago at this point, I suppose.
You're lucky to be alive then.
I feel like he's the one that got off scot-free considering what he did.
He broke into my
I
place.
would
I could have killed him.
doubt that.
Fair enough.
I'll be back.
In any case, I was hoping to learn about him. He mentioned your wife by name, so I was curious about what type of relationship is had there, but if it's none of my business, none of my business. But it definitely raises questions on why he approached me to make statements about the Devereaux. I feel like if he wanted to talk to your wife or yourself, he would have done so himself.
Mitchell's feeling it too, huh? You guys are making waves. A lot of waves.
Cormac, certainly. He's made a few guest appearances on the news.
The news made guest appearances on me.
If
But
you
in any
come to
case-
me about my wife,
I didn't. Mitchell Graves came to me asking to keep an eye on Liz. I
because
wanna know
she's
why.
working with you.
Alright, so just breaking into someone's house and making such vague demands is par for the course for this Mitchell Grace fellow?
No, this is unusual for him.
Are you friends with him? Or...
Manner of speaking. I did save his life.
Sounds like a bad idea.
And in turn, he has protected ours.
Fair enough. Alright. In that case, I feel a little bit better about not killing him then. Alright.
Well, I'd
Only
rather
a
you
little?
not kill him, but I can understand if you tried. It's just, it doesn't work out well.
I make no promises. I was patient with him last time, but if he does break into my house again, I'll do more than just give him a stern talking to.
Obviously, he went
in that
to you
case-
for a reason.
Yes. Still trying to figure that one out.
If he is feeling the waves as I am, and I'm closest to her, then there's there are situations that are coming. I told her to stay out of this life. I told her we moved here to get away from it.
What do you mean by this life?
Everybody wants a hero. But when you are a hero, demands are made that you may not want to make.
I don't know about you, but I'm not really in the hero business.
But you are.
We'll see about that. But yeah, I just wanted to figure out some hints of motivations about this Mitchell Graves fellow. If it turns out that he's at least an ally of sorts with yourself and Devereaux, plus me IDs to some descripts, and I'll let you get back to your work.
He's always been an ally to us, even though he does things that I don't find acceptable. I would
What, the
not make
whole
an
murder
enemy of
thing,
him.
or
What?
you would what an enemy with him?
I would not make an enemy of him.
Well, that's because you're scared and lazy.
Very well.
But
Alright.
obviously he came to you for a reason, and you need to figure out that reason.
Well, he asked me to keep an eye on Devereaux, but, well, on
But she's
Liz.
making waves, and this is not good. This is what I told her not to do.
Well, in any case, he's not here to make waves for, according to her staff member, about another week or so. So hopefully by then most of this is blown over.
You guys are gonna make waves. You should make waves in the right direction instead of the wrong ones.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Take
listen
it up
to a
with
dude who's
Cormac.
hiding in a corner. Fuck you.
And I'm gonna tell Cormac how to live his life, just like he's not gonna tell me how to live mine.
Fair enough.
Next session, we both tell each other how to live lives.
Yeah! Life has a funny way of working like that, don't it?
Well, here's what you do. You two go meet next week, or later this week, in real life, because I know you guys can do that. And you guys work on the dialogue for that, and we'll judge it next Monday.
We will work out the dialogue on Saturday, okay? Are you alright with that?
And
Cormac's
you
out
jumped
there
on the
trying-
ice cream.
But Cormac's out there trying to make waves. He's making a point of it. How that works out for him, We'll see. But
Never works out well, especially for your loved ones.
well, if he has to learn that lesson the hard way, it's one he'll have to learn himself. He's not gonna take my word for it.
But bump.
True enough. Anything else you want from me? I do have a Pinto to try to fix.
I don't think I'll keep you from it any longer. Thanks for talking with me. Have a wonderful day. Then Ignis will take his leave.
Yeah. See ya. Alright, so he wanted me to play him bitter. So I did.
You missed a perfect opportunity there when he says about the
Don't
make waves in the right direction.
Yeah, you did.
If these guys are so scared of waves, then get the fuck out of the ocean.
You're not here. You
I mean, my
can't say
immediate
anything.
thing for that is, again, oh yeah, so what's the wrong direction, and what, in your opinion, is the right direction?
Well,
Apparently, the
Yeah,
right
that's a
direction
good-
is to do absolutely nothing.
according to we'll keep it at that way. All right. So anything else, Ignis?
Oh, just like me again? Sure.
Or are you done for the moment?
You can move on to someone else for the time being if you'd like.
Right.
I just gotta see
What
now.
are you
That's
going
all
to
in a
do?
row.
Raiden?
As for what I'm doing,
Mm-hmm.
well, probably back at the factory at this time because it's. Let's see here. Well, probably just hanging around. I was probably hanging out at the cafe a little while longer before heading back,
All right.
while Riley and Chip were doing their thing.
All right. So, well, you're at the cafe. As usual, the others are there. Wolf is there. I got his name wrong. Sorry.
Riley.
No, Riley was going to the,
Riley went to the cantina.
no, I went to the, back to the club. He went to the, Hitman bar.
Anyway.
No, she didn't.
I can just like imagine Q right just getting another cup of coffee.
All right. Well, Death Wish or something else, or the whatchamacallit.
You just had to say
The
Death Wish.
whatever.
The whatever coffee. Do you want the whatever coffee?
Yeah, no, we're not getting that. We're getting like some kind of mocha or something,
Mocha.
or a Java.
Mocha or Java? Okay, so we get you a mocha.
Okay, what is the
Oh, then you
What
get the
is the
Mava,
difference-
then you get the Jamocha.
Jamocha.
what is the difference between calling coffee coffee and calling coffee Java?
The difference
Word,
is no one cares.
It's where
Money.
the short version is
Hey.
where it's where the beans come from.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
Money.
so it can only be called Java if it comes from the Java region of France.
No, you can call it whatever you want. You asked for the technical definition, not the who cares version.
Fair enough.
All right, so Shiv, you are not there, so let's take you out. And I don't
You
know.
have to
Oh, we
reset the position of
Riley,
the
are
map
you
on stream.
are you in here?
No.
You got to recenter the map, Karsa.
Okay, hang on. I will do so now.
I love the fact it's called a Jamocha.
I'm pretty sure that exists somewhere. Although I think it's a shake and it's from like Dunkin' Donuts. It's like a Jamocha shake or some shit.
Yeah, it
I'm actually
is.
gonna look it up now.
So
I am almost certain I'm stealing that name from somewhere.
you
Yep.
probably
Arby's
are, and we're
is
not going to
fake.
try to get sued for this. So let's
I
call
don't think it's
this-
copyrighted.
We'll just call it coffee. So you want a mocha coffee, huh?
Not a new idea, but it's specifically sold by Arby's.
Fine, then you have a Mava. Or Mova. Yeah, you have a
Mova.
Mava.
Mova.
No, it's Mava, and it's called Mava because it comes out mauve.
Okay.
It comes out purple.
It's
Yes.
called a mobja.
So, he has a cup of coffee.
Exactly. They give you a cup of
Coffee.
coffee. You're getting a mava. And Carmina, we need to move your character over to, or are you staying in that seat?
He'll move over here.
Okay.
All the people there
Yeah,
are
it's like
wondering
th-
how
th-
much
this is
coffee
when-
he can stomach.
This was when he was just like tinkering with the phones, calming down from the learning about the lottery. And then Cormac was brewing tea over there.
All right. So you are given a mava and at a mava shop. Got it. Are you okay? Tina is saying to you. Or Mina is saying to you.
I honestly, I will be right now. I will be.
Right,
you-
here's your mava.
Once I potentially get my hands on the person.
Person?
I feel like, wait,
Are
Yeah,
other
hold on.
people now? Are other people now in the cafe?
They're
are
always
people
in
now
the.
taking
These
bet-
are always in the cafe. They live in the
Yeah, so-
cafe.
I mean regular customers. Are there people now taking bets after Ryden has had so many cups of coffee?
No.
Oh no, he everybody's in the shop under explicit orders that after his third cup, he secretly is getting serves decaf.
But decaf has a noticeable different taste.
Who cares?
Anyway, yeah.
but no. Quick question, Karsa. I don't remember. Did we actually specify that Raiden actually knows that the person's actually killed?
No, because you got all your information from Cormac, who just knows that they don't come back and that the families
Okay.
generally end up going back to where they came from or worse.
Raiden's just gonna be like,
responsibility.
at that point, it's just, once I figure out who started that, they're going to pay.
It's happened since the beginning of when I've been alive.
Technically, they've already paid. They paid your family to move up. All right,
Raiden's gonna look over to Cormac. You know what I mean?
I'm not even there. Oh yeah, right there, because we're back at.
You are there though.
You just did the
No, that's Cormac going. I'm not here.
Cormac is saying, I'm not here.
I'm not
Cormac-
here. I got
Cormac
shit to
is
boil.
Cormac is doing the you can't see me.
Well, I mean, people go into the lottery and they make it to another level of existence. Get to be middle class from here.
For like 6 months, maybe a year,
Yeah, but how long will that actually last?
till the money
If-
runs out.
Until the money runs out. I hope your parents were your parents, right?
Yeah.
I hope your parents at least have kept their jobs.
Well, from my understanding, my mother still is working as a nurse, and my father, he's still in the military.
Yeah, Cormac hears that he's like, oh, that Can you send me a picture of your
Wait,
dad?
the feathers of what?
His dad works in the military.
Oh.
Boy, that's even worse.
Yeah, so it's like
now we got.
Cormac's like, can you send me a picture of your dad? We don't accidentally kill him.
I mean, as far as it mixes him, I believe he'd be hard to miss.
Both parents are fox mixisms.
Okay,
So I'm assuming they've
but
got the
when you're-
giant tail.
When you're under military gear, that doesn't always help.
I know. Ryan's gonna send a picture, like actually full-on detailed pictures of like what normal clothes, military clothes, and then the military dress, and then full-on tack.
Okay.
Well, now we know who to look for.
Yeah, because Corey just looks over because at some point we are going to go up against the military if we keep going the way we're going.
Yep.
At some point. Are you
And
ready
right
for-
now, neither one of them, none of them, except for the only person who knows of what I am technically capable of, other than him and then the other guys, right now is Jacob and you.
We're a family. All 4 of us are. 5 of us, actually.
Not even my own family knows what I'm capable of right now.
That's sad. But what are you gonna do now that you know more about the true, what we think is true?
Well, considering what I've been told, what I want to do is simply enough find the person who invented or decided it, if they're still around. Beat the
Cormac.
living shit out of 'em.
Cormac picks you up out of the picks you up off the stool, takes you over to a window, points at the center tower. She's up there.
I now have the mental image of Cormac just picking him up like by the scruff of the neck and being like, "They're in there."
No, she is in there at the top of the tower.
Right, Ryden. This is super important. When picked up by the scruff of the neck, do you do the kitty thing, kind of kitten thing?
He's now going.
You know what?
Dude.
Just for shits and giggles, yes.
You do the kitty thing. Go for it.
Yeah, you know, the curl up, the tail comes up and everything. You just like go into a ball.
Have you noticed? You see the tower. It's a beautiful tower.
It's
Yeah.
been there your entire life. How you never noticed that? I don't know.
No, he knows, but it's just the person that invented it. She's up there.
Well, now I've got a goal.
Oh, trust me, the T'Pol's gonna be ousted from power if I have my way too. Don't worry about it. But that's endgame stuff.
Like I said, I've got my goal now.
You're
I
going
know
Right
after
now-
what
the
I'm
T'Pol.
after.
Right now, focus on what you actually can affect.
I know. You gotta take things one step at a time.
I mean, you can skip a couple of steps here and there, but you gotta understand the targets that you can actually do something against. Right now, we're just ants. Compared to that, we need. It's gonna take more than just us.
We're ants with a magnifying glass instead of people with a magnifying glass in front of ants.
You're not there.
I know.
You know anyone looking for a job?
Maybe. Let me ask around. Plenty
Hey.
of people out of work around here.
Well, ask around, send them to the factory.
And Correct, give me the address. and the number.
He'll send the address and like which entrance is actually the entrance.
Okay.
And
All right.
Korak will just give the information to some of the blue collar guys that are around the cafe. Be like, spread that out.
Which entrance is actually the entrance? Are you saying you've got booby trap entrances?
No, because
No.
when there's
Loading
compound-
docks.
There's always extra entrances in a factory.
Yeah, when it's a compound like that, trust me, I had to drive through one recently. There is one entrance that is designed for basically visitors, and then the other ones are for employees and like deliveries and the opposite of deliveries, the outgoing deliveries.
The loading dock and unloading docks.
Fair enough.
Everyone dies. No, that's bad.
Oh, Karsa, you know that wealth that I got gifted so long ago?
Yeah, what are you doing with
Yeah,
it?
rebuilding Nina's house. Done. Now I no longer have that wealth.
Okay. You are
There's your
rebuilding
forge,
the
same
house. Got it.
Just
Hey,
throws
he put wealth to something.
throw all that money at it, and it just gets done. Because it's just like, I hire people to work 24 hours. Well, obviously not singular people working 24 hours. I just have people working in 24-hour rotating shifts.
Right.
And it gets done.
It'd still take a few days.
It does.
Because
But
you
it
gotta
does get
scrub
done.
out.
And
you-
that will do it.
Yeah, because you basically, because there's fire damage, so you got to take out all the fire damaged drywall, replace it, rip up the flooring that got scorched, put that back in. Like, when it comes to fire, as long as the frame survives, which to my understanding it did, then
It would survive because it's Opus, so yeah.
yeah, then you're just replace it. Well, not just, but you have to replace
Everything inside it.
Yeah. I mean, there's some things that you can
You know, it's
scrub
kind
out,
of
so.
sad that you don't have Shiv there.
Why this time?
He could have dealt with that in like seconds.
Oh, right. This isn't Ryan's problem.
No, I'm meaning the rebuild on the friend's house.
Yeah, it's not any of your guys' problem. That's why I didn't ask anybody's help.
I could literally miracle rewrite.
No, you don't even have to miracle. You literally have entropy powers.
No, I don't. I've only got.
You have the ability of time. Therefore, you rewind.
I can
Rather
only do
than
that to
aging.
evil.
Does it expressly say that? Anyway.
Ryan would be the best one to go through and fix that, but not his problem.
I mean, literally, I can just pretty much just snap, and then there's an object in my hand, kind of thing.
Yeah. Moving on. It's taken care of.
But other than that, I now have a couple goals in mind.
Hey, we
But
got
for now-
goals.
I mean, goals are definitely good to have.
Goals are for goal-oriented people.
Yes.
Really?
Cormax not a,
Really?
Cormac's not a goal-oriented person. That's why he doesn't have goals. He just has, all right, I'm gonna go do this now.
He just has whims.
Pretty much. Here's the thing. You've
Poor
suddenly
Matt lives in
you-
spite, lives out of spite, and does shit out of whims.
not that so much lives out of spite. Somebody who never had power before is suddenly having power. Somebody who never had to have like real goals in life now has power to actually have goals. He has to learn how to have goals.
In short, he needs to learn to live.
No, he needs to learn how to prosper.
Oh. Same thing.
No, very different.
Agree to disagree.
All right.
You Raiden just now, like drinking the coffee and then bringing out like a sketchbook
Okay.
for like drawing down blueprints and all that.
For a giant Roomba.
We will suck up the radiation.
Better off not using a Roomba for that.
All right. The flyers that you have given out, you will end up getting 8 employees from that.
Heck yeah, they're start of the cult.
So.
Well, this comes to the thing of like maybe a couple of them are still at Korvax cult, but they still needed a job.
Oh, my husband's
There's
not
nothing
listening.
There's nothing stopping like cults from working together.
Yeah. It's start of
We
the
should-
it's part of the Craftsman Guild, is what we're going to be calling it.
Well, I mean, the whole thing is we're treating cults more as like a, business anyway.
Well, some of you are. Good. Korvax cult he'd be like, huh, I have a cult following. This is cool.
There are a lot more people showing up in your building recently.
The God Emperor Roomba.
Oh, we haven't gotten to that yet. It will happen.
Oh God, spoilers!
Meanwhile, Vic is working on the free Wi-Fi thing.
I mean, to be fair, like the only things that like are actually in the sketchbook right now is the robot spider, like little mini robot spider drones, the blueprints for the free electricity reactor thing that we talked about, and a couple mech suit ideas for like power armors.
Mechs. What are you gonna need mech suits for?
Because if you can invent stuff, because mechs are cool.
Yeah,
Haven't you watched Sci-Fi Karsa? Mechs are cool. So are Gundams.
exactly. Because why not?
They are pretty cool. Give them that.
Thanks,
And
dude.
now we get met with the sound of Karsa dying a little inside.
Just a
To be
little.
fair, wait, so to be outright honest, the first thing that's gonna be the Dominion points, other than like for like the items out of that goal, is gonna be the robots,
Okay.
the spider bots, because the whole idea premise behind them is basically kind of like there's like 20 built for actually like repair and actually to help build shit, 20 for assault, 20 for espionage.
Okay.
That's a lot.
Well, you gotta
So,
think too, though.
You have
You know, like,
plans.
they're only gonna be like the size of a quarter.
All right, so let's
That's fair.
take it back to the game. So Raiden is working on his notebook.
I'm going to go and use the restroom. I'll be back.
Okay.
While Magica's away, my character walks into the bar, grabs him by the throat, and throttles him for that spelling of a name.
I'm glad you agree with me. Okay, I wasn't gonna say anything, but
Oh, that spelling.
That's horrible.
if I met someone with the screen name Oracle spelled like that, I would make fun of them and then probably block them.
Or cool.
Yeah, it looks like it's supposed to be pronounced Oracle or Arakul.
I would probably assume they don't speak English.
Yeah. So are you from Transylvania? No, why do you ask?
Full turn like Robo 2. Okay. All right, let's get back in. So, anything else you're doing, Raiden?
I mean, after finishing up the coffee, he's gonna head back to the factory.
Okay.
Because I imagine it's like, what? Getting laid out at night right now?
It's getting there in the evening. Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
Right, back to the factory at this point.
I did mean to mention this before, but Riley would contact Raiden with like a text message to say like for the messing with Oda, asking if he would be okay with like driving us up there, essentially being the getaway driver for it in case anything goes wrong.
Yeah, he'll shoot a message back. Yeah, I don't care. We're good.
Yeah, because like I see that as being like we would go up there, basically try and hack stuff from outside the building, not actually go in, but just in case they catch on and send folk out. If we've got somebody who has a car, because as far as I'm aware, Shiv walks everywhere. I only have a bike. I haven't gone and stolen a police car yet. Note
Plus,
the wording.
it's also
I noticed
the car
wording.
and clouds below ability. That would help a lot.
Yeah. Plus, how cool would it be? Because I have the ability to extend my abilities onto vehicles, and if I'm riding on a vehicle, that means you get to drive up walls.
Why would I want that? I already had a flying car.
Yeah, but then you could actually do ramps without requiring the flight ability, which is just like, nah. What are you, some kind of corporal?
Ooh.
I mean,
No.
technically, yes, because you now own a factory.
You know, just cue Raiden grabbing you by an arm, just flying up 100 feet in the air, and then just proceeding to drop you.
And then
And then cue the jets popping out of Riley's body, and she goes, "Huh? Guess I don't really care about gravity." Which is actually a thing that hasn't officially happened yet. She doesn't know she has the upgraded armature.
Oh my god!
All
Oh,
right.
that's actually funny though.
Let's get back in. Okay, so you guys have finished your conversation. You decided to go back to the factory, and lo and behold, you see Jacob there, and a line of people
Okay, then.
at the entranceway. Jacob goes to you and says, I don't know how you did it, but Raiden, I think we need to deal with them outside.
Well, now I did it was at least I'm getting the word out. So now we've got workers, looks like.
Do you know if these are going to be any good?
I mean, that's why they call it interviews.
Well, I guess that's what you get to do.
Wait, what?
You get to spend the next 3 weeks
to
interviewing
learn
people.
how to own a business.
I mean, that's fair.
And in a business, you have to learn a lot more. I only had to deal with you and one other. You took on a factory. It's your job to figure out who you want in this factory.
Oh, that is very fair.
I mean, I'm here to. I'm about ready to retire soon.
You're just here to guide on.
Exactly.
You know though, you are a sneaky old man.
Well, I'm glad you want me to be here, but when I do retire, I do plan to retire.
Retire.
By all means, go for it. It's just you are a very sneaky old man.
I'm not the one who chose to have a factory.
True, but I mean, hey, it's more business for us.
Yeah,
You lack
and
ambition.
I will be glad to help. But you are the boss here, and you need to go take care of them.
Hey,
I mean, I will give you information. I will be your counsel, but you do need to learn how to do it yourself.
hey.
All right, so there are several people outside waiting.
Well, Ryan's gonna call them in one at like just call them all in, and then just go through them one at a time.
Okay.
Specifically looking for like ones that are good at pairing, crafting, pretty much like general maintenance when it comes to like vehicles or even just building things.
Mm-hmm.
Like the whole idea is that yes, factory is going to be used to produce items, but it's also can be used to also repair the items as well. So like you could bring a car in here and fix the car up.
So you're looking for mechanics?
Mechanics, craftsmen. Pretty much, it's like it's not going to be like purely focused on just one thing.
Okay. Right. So anything else besides craftsmen? Anybody in business?
Engineers.
Anything?
Definitely like actual like not like actual engineers, like the guys who actually come up with blueprints, stuff like that. Probably a couple, maybe like a programmer, maybe.
Programmer?
That could help. So, I guess if I have 8 to pick right now,
Mm-hmm.
considering you said 8 earlier,
I did say 8 showed up and you gave out
Give
8 of
me-
the flyers.
give me one moment. Let me actually type this out so I can actually like think it out.
Okay.
I mean, you could just say at the moment you have this many employees, and we'll figure out what their skills are later.
You are going to
Okay.
have a total of
If it
17
would be better.
employees. You probably don't need any more than that at this time. 17
Alright,
employees to start out.
That's not bad.
At least maybe about a couple programmers because AI stuff helps. And then just get like Shiv or Riley to help pop in and just like help.
Oh,
Right,
you got to
quick or
ask
something.
them specifically.
Oh, I know.
Maybe what?
But it's-
2 to 4 engineers?
Let's see here. On that. You said 17 people. Give me one moment.
Yep.
Oh, it's over.
Like, go ahead and actually like skip
Yep.
me
I'm
for right now.
skipping
If
you
you
now.
want, I'll actually I'm actually gonna like notepad this.
All right. So this is the reason why we're doing these, folks, is because this is your dominion that you're needing to spend. This is the influence you're needing to spend. Because we're about ready to go into the next part. As soon as I finish this move, we're going to be hitting into a really heavy, major main part of this game.
Oh no, we hit back.
So, at this point in time, since Raiden is doing all that, Riley, you're at dealing with Shiv, I guess, or the Shiv situation.
Yes, I'm strangling him for that spelling.
Yeah, a Vic Oracle.
Maybe you actually are going to die.
Smell shit normally. Fuck.
No, because then it gives away who I am for my hacker name when I start putting that out there.
What do any of us care? You'll be dead. It'll be an introduction to the coup d'etat system.
It's coup de
Or coup de
grace.
grace, even, yeah, I know.
The coup d'etat
It's a
is
totally
what-
different thing, yeah.
coup d'etat is what we're doing to the T'Pol eventually.
Yeah, and I'm gonna coup d'etat you in the face. Repeatedly.
So
Wow.
you're gonna liberate my brain from my body's ownership?
Yes. Because
'Cause-
clearly your brain can't be trusted when it spells things like that.
Well, funnily enough, I didn't come up with I didn't come up with Shiv CYV, or yeah, CYV. That is literally the name that when you guys gave me the random character sheet, it generated, and I decided to roll with it.
And so now you're Vic. So Vic.
Yes, which is Shiv spelled backwards.
Yes, but it's not the Vic problem. It's the Oracle
how I
problem.
It's how I spelled Oracle.
All right, let's get back into what we're trying to do. Cormac, did you have anything else you wanted to do before I start the next bit?
Not really.
Okay. It's been a couple of days
Hooray!
since Shiv was
Well, question
killed.
on that. When I send a message to the parentals, do they want to meet back at Vision, or do they intend to try and meet somewhere else?
They want to meet somewhere else. They want to meet there is a park that is kind of near the center.
The center of.
The center of Opus. Near the center of Opus.
You mean the center of Opus, where there's a whole giant, massive amount of city?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
They will tell you to go to, again, Spoke 3. I believe it's Spoke 3. And they will tell you that there is a park in Spoke 3 that they would like to meet you at. They give you exactly the coordinates to go there. I do mean coordinates.
No, coordinates works. Yeah, they give like a location.
Yeah.
So
you're in Spoke 3.
Right. Maps are easy enough to come by. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
We
Can I argue for a modifier on an intelligence check to see if this looks really sketchy, please?
Sure, you could definitely do that.
See, we have the most accurate GPS system available because it only has to track one city.
You know what? That's true.
Yes, currently you only have to track Opus.
All right. How sketchy as hell does the location seem?
It is very dark.
Doesn't look sketchy at all, man. It looks like it was 3D rendered pretty good. Oh, my bad.
It looks very dark.
Well, it's a good thing I happen to be an elf that has dark vision then.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't need to be an elf to have dark vision.
You head into Spoke 3 and into the little park, and it's very shady. There's a lot of trees, and it is extremely darker than most areas. About right here.
All right. If there's a lot of trees, therefore there's very little line of sight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Then
ironically,
again, I also
you're
cannot be
playing
surprised.
Hitler.
So
About right here. Do you see it?
I do.
Okay. So that's where you're at. And you are meeting with them.
All right. Well, uh, paying attention to the surroundings, uh, imperceivably because I'm super duper fast, so I can look around like a paranoid squirrel. Yeah, I'll head over.
Okay. You head over and you see the two there. I do not have their pictures out. You do see the two there sitting at one of the benches.
Uh huh.
You do know that that's them, even though that they are wearing rather black clothing, because of course they don't want to be seen. And
And this is a public area, yeah.
yeah, and they're wearing black clothing when they normally wear yellow.
Oh right, see, I had this impression that they were probably just like wearing black suits and
No, they normally wear yellow because yellow
Ah.
suits is what the library would tend to wear. They're wearing black.
Now, because I remember there was that thing about the different houses and stuff. Would that potentially signify something? Because there was that whole
Either
thing about
they're
like you're saying
hiding
yellow is, well, yellow is associated with them, and then there was also mentioned like it works the black and red thing that my character's got going because red being the house, the soldier thing.
Mm-hmm.
So like, would just wearing jet black potentially signify something, like culturally?
Culturally,
setting.
yeah, it tends to mean that somebody's wanting to hide something. Or
No.
Oh, that sounds really, really silly. Like I'm gonna try and hide who I am. Let me wear jet black so I stick
potential.
out.
I mean, yeah, if they're hiding something. It's also there's a particular guild called the Void
Uh huh.
that tends to wear black.
And would I know enough about that to
No.
potentially be like, haha, look at these posers?
You specifically would not know that about the guild that much. However, I will give you intelligence check if you would like to
Cormac tends to wear a lot of black.
try.
Again, arguing I was a cop.
You
Would
still would
cops
not
know?
no.
No?
No,
Yeah,
Edge. No.
dodgy, but okay. Apparently it doesn't matter. I know
It
anyway.
apparently does not matter, and you know the guild the Void
Oh, my internet seems to be tweaking out.
is definitely
No, that's hers. I heard it too. She got cut off for me too.
Yes, but I'm also having it on other problems.
Oh, so it's a local problem.
It could be.
It could be. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can
We
hear you
can
now.
now, yes.
All right. We did go out for a second there.
Well, I mean, this is what happens when you live in Gary.
I don't live in
She is
Gary.
going to send Liam
What
Neeson
is she
after you.
going to? Is she going to?
She's
Alright.
going to send Liam Neeson after you because he's got a specific set of skills.
Let me.
He's
Oh,
also
I'm
like
scared.
90 years old. I think Nav could take him.
I am not 90 years old either.
No.
No,
Liam
Liam
Neeson.
Neeson.
I said you're probably going to send Liam Neeson. You're going to send Liam Neeson after me. You're not far off. He's 70.
Okay, so
That's 20 years. That's pretty
Back
far
to
off.
you were saying,
guys,
Karsa.
it's already 12:50.
yeah. What were you saying when I decided to cut you off mid sentence?
Okay, the Void Guild is very obscure. It's more obscure than the Assassin's Guild because it is kind of like the Assassin's Guild. They tend to be, if Cormac wanted to join them, it would he would be closest the one of all of you to be able to join the Void Guild, because he's against all of the things that deals with the elements, because like the library tends to wear yellow, the military
Okay,
tends to wear
so
red, stuff like that.
so if you happen to dress like you walked into a store with a landmine, then they'll take you.
Possibly.
That really sounds like a very bad way to run an organization. Yeah, you look like an absolute clusterfuck of colors. We'll take you.
No, actually, there's more to them. But the Void Guild is, to you, would be considered probably the ultimate of what's the word? A legend. It doesn't exist, or does it?
Dun, dun, dun.
So yeah, we're talking like ICA kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're totally there, but the standard people don't actually believe that there are professional assassins.
Right. But you do know that they are wearing black, and it probably is because they're trying to be obscure.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna be like, look at these posers. Right. I mean, I it was in case there was actually something more like viable to be, important to this situation here. All right. So yeah, she's basically got to walk up with.
It actually is important, but in the future, not now.
Yeah. Yeah. She'll go across and take out a little like memory chip thing, like a little sort of thumb drive dealy. Flick it over to them. There's your proof.
The father, surprisingly, actually starts to tear as they watch it. The mother, not so much.
Looks more sallow, all things considered.
Yeah.
Well,
Like, I did want to do this, but it had to be done.
yeah, she'll notice that, and with the father, and offhand remark, it was quick.
At least there is that. Do you have his ring?
Which she will produce the ring. Do you have the payment?
And they give you a suitcase full of something.
It's
Credits.
Full of something.
Full of credits. Credits.
what currency are we using? Oh shit!
At least,
It's a digital currency, isn't it?
yes.
Like, what did they give me? Like a whole pile of SSDs that have got like $5 on each.
Cold storage. They gave you a suitcase of cold storage.
Oh man, they went old school. They actually gave you gold.
Uh,
Yeah, I pick up the case and realize it's literally £100 to the gram.
it's very heavy.
Oh my
Damn,
god!
they actually did pay me in gold.
They did pay you gold.
I mean, if anybody had it, it would be the people in the education district.
Man,
Think
No,
about it.
now I'm
no,
sad because I
no.
didn't send them a letter of black sand first.
No, they actually.
That's right, I saw Ninja.
They
Assassin.
actually do give. They don't exactly give you credits. They give you something, but the something is heavy and it is worth the 100,000.
All right. Well,
Because they're smart.
the sensible thing to do
Mm-hmm.
is under cover of the fact that the we're it's kind of difficult to actually see. I'm going to abuse the fact that I'm super duper ultra quick to have a quick look inside said case.
They give you gold.
Wait.
So
Guess what's really hard to give 10% of?
Gold.
I figured out the positions, by the way.
Okay, we'll talk about that in a second.
All right. Well, seeing as everything appears to be on the level.
Mm-hmm. You never said that you needed it in credits. You just said you wanted 100,000.
Yeah. It also, in theory, makes sense that you would use something other than credits because it's less traceable that
Paper
way.
trail.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You're not exactly leaving a paper trail if no one uses physical currency for the most part.
Correct.
All right. Well, in that case, unless they have anything to say, she's gonna basically walk away, abusing her super quick abilities to
Well, you already
know
said
if
that he
anyone's
died
looking
quick.
around.
No.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But now Riley's going to use her alacrity to get out of there really quick.
Okay. All right. So pretty much nothing happens at that moment. As you finally get out of the forest, though, you are stopped by
You run into
none
a wall.
By
other than
her.
the butcher.
I mean, can the butcher even intercept Riley moving at the speed she's moving?
Well, she's not like lagging it.
Yet.
But you could. You see him, they're just like, nope, gone.
Hi!
Well,
Bye!
she'll let him. She'll let him walk up.
So
So
it's done.
98%.
98%.
Yeah. I still have one thing to do.
The cut.
Okay, call it 95%.
Ah. I'll take my cut. It goes to the guild.
Fuck. Oh, fuck.
Wait a minute. I'm trying to think of the wording here. She's gonna do that whole thing where, you know, like you hold in the briefcase. She's just gonna like casually swing it behind her back and the like blatantly off balance herself on one foot, looking at him with the, you know, the head tilt, everything to be like as adorable and cute as possible, and it's so blatantly bullshit. To which she's then going to say, "You'll take what you're given." When you're given it.
Mm. I told
Because
you.
he doesn't know that it's a case of gold. And she can't exactly give him a bunch of credits if she don't have them.
Then I will meet you at the vision. You
Then
still-
you'll meet me at the vision.
Yes, and you will have my cut.
She's not gonna say anything to that. She's just simply gonna pivot on her heel and walk away.
Ultra fast? Or are you gonna wait for them to give chase?
Oh, she's just walking very casually in that kind of way that probably suggests if anyone were to be stupid enough to like walk up and try and like, you know, put a hand on her shoulder, they're going to lose that arm.
Then you would give him his cut.
Exactly. He would get his 3 pounds of flesh.
I like Ignis's reaction in the chat. Riley is paid in gold. Somewhere on Opus, a red dragon feels a disturbance in the forest.
All
Ignis
right.
comes up. Where's my cut? Actually,
I mean,
just give me the gold. I'll give you a straight trade for 100,000.
Yeah, I'm literally actually intending on doing that because he's about the only guy that the character would know that's
could probably
liable to be
find-
like, yeah, I'll take that amount of gold and I'll give you the 100k that it's worth.
Ignis
It's the
and
most sensible thing.
Ignis could directly fence it. Cormac could definitely fence it.
I mean, literally, the only other person that would come to mind would be Raiden, and he's only just started a business, so like she wouldn't expect him to have 100 grand to buy, a ton of gold.
Okay.
I mean, there's also the fact she doesn't know what he intends to make in his factory anyway, so she doesn't even know if he would need gold as a material.
Once again, you feel like you're being followed.
Being followed. Okay. Well, she's going to take like a blatantly circuitous route in and out a few shops. Maybe walk in one, just straight walk through to the back door and leave. And definitely do that whole thing of go around the corner and like
Go up a wall.
practically teleport to the end of the street just to be a dick.
Go, walk up a
Oh,
wall
the teleport
casually.
kills it. Ah, okay.
Well, I'm meaning that thing, like, when you see the person disappear around the corner, you run up and suddenly they're at the end of the street. Like, how did they move that far? Kind of thing. She would
Yeah.
expressly do it when they're not able to actually see her.
She's got one hand up with the middle finger stuck to the back the entire way.
And so you've teleported out of their sight and they lost you. Great.
Yeah.
All right. So
And yeah, her entire thing would just be to once she's definitely clear of being followed, then it's a case to whip out the phone and send a message to Dominic, because that's whose number she has. But by the way, does your brother trade in gold?
Yeah.
You get a very quick response back. Yes? Where?
See, that's when you follow the follower. Yeah, turn around the corner, run up the building, and just wait for the guy. That's
But
when you follow the follower.
That's a good point. You know what? I'm going to do a random. I'm going to do a roll here just to see, do I succeed? All right. I have the sensibility to at least watch to see where this follower comes from, and do they do anything when they realize they've lost me?
they seem to be
whip out a
talking
phone to
into
phone
their.
someone.
They seem to be talking into their watch and saying, "Yeah, boss, we lost him."
Is that a device that I can hack into?
It is like a cell phone, so you could.
Is my intelligence good enough that I just am connected?
Yeah.
You are innately connected to everything.
no-
with
yeah,
you.
No. It's got. If it
No.
has divine, then he has to
Yes.
actually make a roll.
The-
No, you
yeah,
can
the
actually
question
just
is-
get in.
Yeah. So I can hear their phone call.
Yeah.
Do I figure out who they're actually calling? Because I assume it to be the butcher.
They are not calling the butcher.
Oh.
Oh. It's your former police sergeant.
Do you want some kind of role for me to figure out who they're talking to?
Sure.
Intelligence. All right. Just straight.
No, there'd be a penalty.
Okay. What penalty?
Again, the 4.
Again, the 4. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. That's not how you do that.
Successful.
That's how you do that. Apparently, it's successful anyway. Oh, wait a minute. Did I just do 2 successful rolls there?
Yes, you did.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Impressive.
Right, that's weird because I hit enter to do the roll and it didn't take away the input.
So,
I mean,
in
either way,
this case, you are successful in figuring out. No, they are not talking to the butcher, but they are definitely talking to somebody of high standing. And
Is It's Ignis. He's tracking all gold movement in the city.
No. No.
Well, you were saying about this void group, so I mean, if they're essentially professional assassins, and my character's like tangentially aware of them, I mean that would be the other option, because I'd kind of doubt that. I mean, as far as I'm aware, none of the corporations like actually know about Riley directly. So, if it's not the Butcher, then I would assume it would be something to do with this void group. Then
it is possible.
But point is, he doesn't recognize the.
You do
voice.
not recognize the voice.
yeah,
You
that's
do-
fair.
You do have a feeling that it is definitely involving what you are.
Can I argue to record the call?
Sure.
Like, because I am AI and everything.
You
All
are
right,
able
sweet.
to do so.
All right, I'm totally recording that call for future
The call's good.
reference.
The call's coming from inside the alley.
Oh my god, no!
I know what you did
Wow.
last summer.
No, but what you do here is, yeah, boss, we lost him. I don't know where he's going. Maybe he's meeting up with the others.
Or
Where she's
or
going.
she.
Where she's
There we
going. Maybe she's meeting up with the others. We'll keep an eye out on the cantina. I'll send somebody over to watch the cafe. That's what you hear.
I assume click.
Click.
All right. And cantina and cafe. All right. Well, that's definitely gonna make things interesting. Right. Well, she'll set up a thing to go and meet with Dominic.
Okay.
Already at the cantina.
Oh well, if he's already at the cantina.
I see this
All right,
happening while I'm talking with Willis.
Yeah, that puts two people at the cantina at the moment.
Yeah, and Shiv's there. Shiv's the other person there, correct?
Yeah,
Yes.
but what are you dressed as right now?
Who?
Shiv.
Dominic.
I am back in the hoodie from when I was told not to wear house colors in the lower spoke at a Corvex cafe. A silver wig and pants.
And pants. Okay.
Dude, just put on a lab coat and just run around as Doc Brown.
I mean, I could.
That's
I
what
definitely could.
you don't know who Doc Brown is, though. You've never heard of him.
Will we not
Right.
have Back to the Future on this planet?
No,
I mean, it's probably like
no,
Back to
it's
the
a
Future
different
30 at
planet.
this point.
This is not Earth.
You can go to the cinema and watch Jaws 17, all right, with the really bad holographic shark. Okay, that's the best you're getting. No,
Fair
more importantly, with this information from the call, she's going to encrypt that audio file and send it to Cormac and also over to Shiv. with a message
Cantina
On-
compromised.
basically saying your locations are being watched by someone. Yeah, basically you're going to get a zipped file that's, the password is mittens, which is totally 100% unhackable. And just basically say that this is
No, Dean's the cat. They're
Yeah,
obviously
and-
Sonic the Hedgehog fans.
and Shiv expressly gets an addition of they are directly watching the cantina. Do not do anything directly. Because I know that Cormac's smart enough not to necessarily go and start smashing the place up. Unless he actually knows specifically who. But
Oh,
Shiv might be daft enough to walk outside and start scratching his head looking for cameras.
Fucking unlucky.
He doesn't even have to go outside.
Yes, but there are times where he's had to not do anything. He thought, I'm going to do this thing. Because we know that on the character side, that Shiv likes to fuck with people.
That's fair.
So it's like an express, do not fuck with anyone potentially just yet. I want to know who's actually watching us before we start messing with them.
you'll
But
get back.
just be aware.
You'll get back. No promises.
Oh, gee.
Well, I mean, the whole thing is, I know that Cormac would at least have the sense to figure out, rather than, as I say, like, he's not going to walk outside and start punching buildings.
Yeah, what's that
I
going to
mean-
achieve? Buildings aren't
I
doing
mean-
anything to me.
Exactly.
I mean, Cormac's the only person that could punch him. Well, Cormac, Ignis, you are the only people who can punch
you
him.
have high
Everyone
strength.
can punch a building.
You have the same strength that I have.
Yeah, but if I do it, I get hurt.
Everyone can punch a building. It's just who does it the best, and the answer is me.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and you got to remember, man. I have the second lowest strength of the group.
Oh yeah, right.
And he punches people with this stat called dexterity.
All right.
He punches people swiftly.
Physically, he's got the finesse, and only physically.
At this point in time,
Well,
we
I have-
really
I have
cannot
verbal
find
echo.
out who that person is because there's
Oh.
a lot of people in this building. There's a
For,
lot of
for the record, I would also inform
Now you've challenged me.
Ignis.
Now I look at sun gifts.
Hey, that's me.
what the hell's Ignis's character being called right now? Dominic.
Dominic.
There's the one. Thanks, brain. I would also inform Dominic that him being related with Ignis Industries, the in the giant quotation marks related, because my character actually knows about his shapeshifting. Should be like, you may want to keep an eye out in case you're being watched as well, and also to Raiden, just so that everyone's aware you may be under surveillance. I know for a fact me and Shiv at the cantina are, and Cormac is at his bar.
I mean,
Not his bar, his cafe.
I mean,
Got it.
the implication there then is that that whoever's following you knows we have power. So they know that Shiv ain't dead, it seems. Because there's no point in watching the cantina if it's still just Shiv there.
Well, my initial idea was that it was going to be Butcher having somebody follow who was just really good at tracking.
Considering the Butcher just decided to go and meet you himself, I kind of
Well,
figured it was...
Yeah, I mean, he could simply have been following the parents.
All right,
Well,
so
that's fair.
you tell Ignis about this tracking. He's like, all right, got it. But about this gold.
Yeah,
let's talk about
I
let's talk
don't
about the
know
real thing.
Yeah, the real important thing here is the fact that I'm currently carrying a case of gold. And
Oh, yeah.
I don't know anyone who particularly is interested in gold, save, for instance, there is this one corporation that probably could do with a bunch of gold.
Yeah. So how long will you be till you're here?
Depends where here is. Here being the cantina.
Yeah, or anywhere else you want to meet.
Yeah, we could meet at the cantina.
Nice.
You just teleport in.
Insert the Stephen
pretty
Colbert
much.
meme.
Yeah, I can literally teleport the 3 miles. So it'd be like, tell you what, open a window and I'll be there as soon as I have line of sight.
So
Because
just
that
start
is the thing about it. I don't have personal transmission, so I can't just hop out of technology. But if I have line of sight, I can make it in 3 miles at ground level.
That's fair.
right.
Ignis will wait for you to arrive.
Hey, that one wealth that you spent from your hoard to expand your building stuff, you now get replenished because now you're fetching gold.
I spent a lot more than 1 dot.
Oh. Well,
I
thankfully
spent-
you're good.
I spent 10, which is the equivalent of the coffers of a national ruler.
And it's fine.
Oh.
In 3 days, he can do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, at the bar, from basically practically as far as I can, because I'm pretty sure my power actually covers the entire city.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, basically as soon as I have line of sight, I can just teleport straight in.
All right.
Dude, you have a better version. You just pay a taxi driver to go there as fast as possible, and you run in front of it, and you use this thing that says you outpace all pursuers.
So you do manage to get in. You go into
You-
the cantina, and Ignis is
Unseen, of
already
course.
there, I guess.
Shiv comes down in his new outfit with wig.
Mhm.
With wig.
With wig.
Oh,
right,
The place is
wait a
packed,
minute.
but not as
This is
much
super
packed
important.
as it's been.
Right, this is
because
super
Liz is on
important.
here.
Does this place have windows quite high up?
Yeah, I would say so. About it's 3 stories high. So
Yeah,
So
for
you can
the
literally
for the club
teleport into your
level.
room.
yeah.
So you just text Shiv, hey, can you open my apartment window for me?
No. No, because if you guys are hanging out at the bar, you're going to be sitting at the bar when a heavily cyberized elf drops in for the roof.
I mean, not the weirdest thing to drop by in a game.
Yeah, exactly. I'm literally going to drop in on you.
Shiv holds up a.
Wait,
Shiv
you're
holds
gonna
up a
drop
cup-
in. You're gonna use one of the.
Yeah, I've teleported in through a window to the roof stuff that holds all the lights up, and then just drop down.
Damn. Okay,
I can make an entrance if I feel like it.
that's
Shiv holds up a card that says 10.
wow. All right, so you end up you don't end up on 3rd floor. You end up on probably the 2nd floor, and you do go through the top window for the cantina itself.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Because I
and
imagine
you
this is probably
drop
2 floors
right
tall.
where they're at, and everybody turns around and looks at you as you
You
drop
just see
in.
Shiv
I
holding
was
up a
always
card.
here.
And they give you applause because that's the kind of stuff that you would see at this cantina. Things weird like that. So
Shiv hands Ignis a scorecard. Holds up a 10.
Ignis, upon Riley's arrival, has pulled out a suitcase, opened it up, and placed a scale on the bar.
okay.
Of course the dragon has a gold
Yeah,
scale.
of course, yes. To which she'll walk over and slap the case up and be like, "Here we go, right?"
The scales for
Probably
show. He
cool.
doesn't actually need it.
Oh, I figured he can probably just sniff the gold and tell its value.
Well, what matters is the gold's weight. The gold's value changes every day.
Yeah.
No, that's what I mean. Like you don't need the scale. You could just hold the case and be like, "All right."
It's a little more than 100,000 credits here.
It's within the 100,000. It's not really off at all.
All right. So Ignis will scale it out. So how much are you asking for?
Well, the contract they gave me was 100K.
Hmm.
Like, I mean, this feels like it's 100K worth of gold.
I
mean,
shorted
I
you a
don't
couple
really
hundred
know.
credits, but that's
I'll be
fine.
back. I need some ibuprofen.
Converting from gold to credits is never a precise thing anyway. 100,000 you said? Deal.
Done.
As Dominic just slaps down a credit stick.
Yep.
No, he
Proper
hands you
credits.
another briefcase. Inside is mostly foam with one single cred stick. The extra couple hundred credits comes from the
Ignis
briefcase. You can keep
that.
You can keep the case. I prefer to transport my own because I never know what's up with. Never know. Could be tracked. Could be a bomb. I prefer to trust my own equipment.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, the whole thing is I'm chucking this case anyway.
All right, sounds good. Any other business you'd like to discuss?
Other than just, pay attention in case there's anyone like hanging around near your your place and all that.
No one other than that strange Mitchell Graves fellow.
Is that a name that actually came up while my character was around?
Ignis mentioned him before when talking
It's
with
Been
poor
mentioned
Mac.
like once before. It's.
I don't know if you were present when. Oh, good.
Don't think you were.
No. The first time it came up was at the bar when Ignis was talking to Devereaux and asking for the names of other Godbound in the city. His name came up. And that was the first time it did. And I think it was only Ignis and Shiv present at the time.
No, I was there because I bought a whole bottle of scotch.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the one time I was actually there for a meeting.
All right, well, and okay, right. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, that I'm aware of the name. She'll just be like, snap her fingers, like, yeah, the name came up before. Who is he like?
He's like us, supposedly. Well, not even supposedly. Literally saw him teleport. So yes. I came here to ascertain what his relationship with Liz and Willis are. Turns out they are friends of some descript. Actually, friends might be pushing it. They're allies. They don't seem to get along very well due to moral differences.
Does he come across as a viable threat?
On the high spectrum for humans, sure. Well, I suppose that's a bit harsh. I mean, of course he is. He's like us. We're all threats to one another. And in turn, we are threats to him, if we want to be.
Yeah.
You say that like there's a possibility that I don't want to be.
Karsa,
In any case,
would the name Graves mean anything to a cop?
No.
Or is he's unknown to the cops then?
He's
He's
even
like Kaiser
unknown to
Soze.
the cops.
but
So
he
what
seems to
was
be-
that? He's what to the cops?
He's unknown to the cops.
All right.
I'm
Okay,
back.
fair enough.
Seems to be some sort of shadowy underground figure playing behind the strings. Someone went through to saw efforts to make his records disappear. Because tried doing a background check on him a couple weeks back and didn't turn up anything.
Strange
And,
enough, you
curious.
didn't get anything from Willis and
Curiously-
Devereaux
Yeah,
either.
that's what I was saying. Curiously enough, the same was true for the Devereaux as well, but that makes more sense. Cause,
Well, yeah, she did mention that they'd been around for a while, so had been somewhat guarded about their existence.
Well, yeah, they are also not possibly leaders. I don't actually know yet, but they're also involved with an anti-government, anti-Opus government resistance. So it makes sense to lay low. And
Yeah.
same thing for Mitchell Graves in regards to his underground connections. Let's keep a low profile.
I'm back. I got my ibuprofen. What did I miss?
Okay, I do have to
Nothing.
say this.
Everything.
You may have heard, Briley, of the word Mitchell Graves, but normally when you hear about Mitchell Graves, somebody's in a grave.
Mitchell
Yeah.
Graves, the man who lives up to his namesake.
Yeah, as Cormac commented, I'm kind of picturing this as the name is potentially very well known to cops, but they're like, yeah, whatever. This is a Kaiser Soze myth. Like,
Yeah, it's a
shut
myth.
up.
It's a total
That's
myth.
not a real person.
It's a myth. Whenever you hear it, it's a
Yeah.
myth.
In terms of my
But,
personal
but
read
of
on
course,
him,
she's. Sorry, what?
in terms of my personal read on our interesting fellow Mitchell Graves, I'm not sure. Obviously, he didn't come to fight me. Basically, gave me a few cryptic threats, saying that he would rather be my friend than my enemy. But let's just say I hope he doesn't trespass into my home again. More so for his sake than mine. It's not
How
enough to
did
take
he?
lightly.
How did he trespass into your home?
I've said it a few times. He just teleported.
Yeah, like.
Oh,
and
so he's
the point being,
so
he's like
more
us.
than half of us. Yeah, but like, does he just like do what I do, which is zip in one screen, come out another, or
Just gone.
oh? So yeah, he is pretty much like us.
But, he got some leeway. I have given him a gift of patience and leniency in that he
And
mentioned
an
Devereaux by
ultimatum.
name, and that he
And an ultimatum.
mentioned there was no choice.
Oh, okay, right at this point, I'm going to turn around, grab Shiv round the mouth, and stop him from talking.
If you're going to say big words, at least know what the big words mean. I didn't give him an
You gave-
ultimatum.
Yeah, you said
An
don't
ultimate-
come back to my. You said don't come back to my place, or it's going to be very bad for you.
I mean, that's a straight up statement of intent.
In any case, but yeah, I do not take such offenses lightly. But it is what it is. It's in the past.
Yeah,
I gave
no,
him
that's...
some leeway because he is like us, and I would rather not kill people like us lightheartedly.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah, agreed.
He also knew Devereaux was my name and gave the impression that they were friends, although it was very cryptic about their relationship overall. Willis wasn't much more clear, but he at least clarified that they are in fact allies to some descript.
Yeah, at some point I do need to actually go and see that guy, since he apparently invented like most of what's making me up these days.
Fair enough. Didn't seem like one for conversation, which is fair, I suppose.
Oh yes. By
I
the
mean,
way,
at the end of the day, I'm not really looking for a conversation about it. I just want to make sure that, I'm not going to access something in the control software for this and suddenly find out that I have a tactical nuke in my left thigh. I'd rather be aware of something like that before it happens.
On the phone, you said that there was a possibility of someone watching us.
Yeah. Did you get a chance to listen to that audio file?
Which one?
The one that I sent.
Yeah,
Yeah, the encrypted file. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
listened to it while I was waiting,
Like, you guys officially know as much as I do on that. Kind of kicking myself for not checking up on being followed earlier after totally icing this guy. She'll nod at Shiv.
Yes, well,
which
why
also
don't you,
brings me to the point, Shiv. Please, seriously, do not try and mess with these people before we know who they are.
I wasn't planning to, but all right.
Thank you.
I would personally rather not have this place that I am presently living in be under attack for any reason.
I don't care if
Exactly.
for all intents and purposes, like, I don't care if they follow me. Like, just whatever.
That's
free
their
country.
that's their funeral. That's their funeral.
If they attack me, then we'll have another story, but I doubt it'll come to that.
I get the feeling that it's definitely not related to the whole assassin thing on Shiv. This seems like it's more to do with what we are.
Speaking of that, did you have to throw me into a dumpster full of sharp objects?
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't check the dumpster first.
Of
I
all
mean,
the
hey,
dumpsters in Opus, we could have went up
If
next
you
to.
had made a point of wandering around and being known to visit, a nice upscale office district, then you might have ended up in a dumpster full of paper.
Well, look at the
You know what,
bright side.
That's fair.
Look at the bright side, Shiv. Your Riley's trash, but it means you're probably someone else's treasure.
Exactly.
That's fair. By the
Not
way,
mine.
I've chosen
I'm
a
for
new.
gold, but someone's.
Well, yes, but you're also a business mogul. Gold is basically business for you.
At the end of the
rather
day,
than business mogul.
it's the contacts that I know. I don't know anyone that trades in gold. I don't know, maybe Rylan might be interested in gold at some point. I don't know what his factory intent is. But I know this guy happens to be involved with a company that definitely is going to be interested in gold.
I mean, hey, any gold you come across, I'll be happy to take it off your hands. My brother buys up about 50 to 60% of all gold mined on Opus.
Yeah.
I'll
There
guarantee
you go.
Ryden will want gold at some point for semiconductors.
Yeah, exactly. That was my kind of thought. But officially, I don't know that in character.
All
He
right.
doesn't know yet either.
Well,
We
I
are
wish you a
at
good
that
night.
time, guys, when we are to figure out what we're doing next week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Oh, shh. Your time is over. No, what do you got, man? I'm being an ass.
well, next week we're Shiv. No.
All right, we're still on this week. So
Well,
we cut back over to the cafe.
Okay. Go into the cafe.
Korak listens to the audio file, listens to it a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
Heads downstairs. Turns on his radiance, the light. And we're going to commit an effort for the day to enact Illumine That Which Is. Your radiance limits
great.
magical effects on people, banishing magical darkness, dispels mortal illusions, and reveals magical items. Does not work on gifts of deception or night. Oh no, they get a spirit save if they are of deception or night.
Okay.
And we're also going to crack an effort for the day to miracle out creation's first light. Your vision penetrates any non-magical barrier, allowing you to see anything and everything out to the horizon. Focusing on something not in the immediate area it requires around. The vision automatically penetrates illusions, sees through the true shape of shapeshifters. So Korvac's going to use this and scan through everybody and everyone around for about a quarter mile because I can see through walls now.
Oh wow.
So you basically
Who
gave yourself,
is hiding?
So you basically gave yourself 10th
There's a
level
lot of
true
people
sight.
hiding that around that cafe.
Yeah, but who is specifically dressed, not how they're acting? Who is trying to be...
Again,
Basically,
a
who
lot of people because you're in the lower part of the spoke.
Yeah, but is anybody hiding magically?
Yes.
Well,
There is.
you know what? Once you're
But
done
it's
with
currently
that,
at the cantina.
Yeah, I can
Well,
see
I
out
was
to the
actually gonna
horizon.
say- I was actually going to say that. Yeah, he steps out the door. Suddenly, he's noticed that he's surrounded by 1,000,000 people, all cloaked magically.
There are definitely people that are magically, I guess, cloaking themselves.
Are they all together?
No.
What? Really? Huh. Are any of them wearing tattoos?
Yes.
Any of them have any clan or house tattoos?
Yes.
How many of them are carrying guns?
yes.
Within the area that you are at.
Specifically within the cafe.
About 5.
All right. Do any of them get extremely nervous when I suddenly start staring at them? As obviously the answer is going to be all
The
of them.
obvious is yes, because you're staring at them.
But are any of them suddenly talking into their wrist, like, Code Red would be spotted, run away?
No.
Before we go, can we cut back to us?
No, I'm not done yet.
I know.
Because now I'm going to start searching start looking at the rooftops around the area. Basically, I'm trying to find out who the hell is watching this place.
A lot of people.
Okay.
This was a long way of going.
going.
Yeah, say this was a long way of going to saying I'm finding out who's watching this place because next week we get to have a conversation with that person.
There are actually a few people watching your place.
And do they all look vaguely alike?
No.
All right.
You have become, let's put it this way, the face of the group because of
All right.
everything you've done.
So
Public enemy number 1.
this is what we're gonna do, and the scene can end and pick up next week, starting here. Kara's going to turn off the light and these particular effects for now, and call out that, sorry everyone, the cafe needs to close for a private meeting, and he's going to point out to those members that were watching him of me and you, and you.
Okay. And we will pause right there because that
Is in the best. It's in the best interest of your personal safety to attend this meeting.
And then we can pop back over to the cantina because Shiv want to do something. Or Vic.
Yeah, I'm cracking an irresistible query.
Oh, darn it. Okay.
Who the heck is sending people after us?
Quite a few people are actually.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I was going to say, you get a big list.
That's good.
You have not only Oda, who is definitely watching over you. You have the butcher who's watching over you.
Shiv starts making a list and saying it
FN, that's all
aloud.
watching over you.
Sorry,
We
who
already knew
was
that. Oda, FN, the butcher. He starts listing these off out loud.
Ignis's employee is watching over you.
I stare at Ignis.
What?
And somebody else.
I'm assuming that they are somebody with some divine protection, because I have to do save on anything that's being hidden by deception,
Yes.
or make a check.
Well, it's probably they make the save, not you.
No, I've got to make a check if they're hidden by deception.
Okay.
I think. One second, let me reread
You
wait a
need
minute,
to
hidden-
do 2 saves.
Wouldn't technically anyone who's, like, secretly observing be technically hidden by deception?
No,
No,
they
no,
mean
the
word.
word of deception.
Oh, all right,
Which
okay.
which we know that we out of character know that everyone has.
Yes.
In character, I think at best only Ignis would know that.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. I just have a suspicion.
That's fair. Let me. Where did the thing open? Oh, right. PDF's opening here.
Honestly, the suspicion is less that I think he has a purview about deception. I probably think he probably has one about truth, because he's able to perceive lies.
You would be correct.
Oh,
no,
It's more about
their
truth than it is deception.
Their enactor has to make the spirit saving throw. I don't have to do anything.
Yeah, that it would be very weird if you made the saving throw, because you're not the one defending against the effect.
Okay.
Yeah, I just had to go and look up what the deception is. So we now know it's hidden by deception. Hey,
No, you
I mean,
know it's
Well,
hidden by something.
Karsa
Well,
makes
yeah.
the saves.
yeah, spirit save. What's a spirit saving?
It's just one of your saves. It's hardiness, evasion, spirit. Spirit.
I know, but like somebody somebody's making it against my thing.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't have a DC. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
It's theirs get calculated the same way as ours. They basically have under their stat block, they have a blanket that just says saves of like, X plus, where X is the number they need to roll. They need to roll that number or higher.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, I have 2 saves to make.
So like those basic, while she's rolling, those like basic soldiers we were fighting, guaranteed their saves were like 15 plus. And then like some of the other guys would be like, between 12 and 14.
But basically, it's following like the old philosophy for D&D, where it's like all saves, you save against the same way against all effects. It's just as you get stronger, your save bonuses get lower, ergo more likely to succeed. But it doesn't matter what you're saving against. It's just use the same field no matter what. You don't have variable
You have
DCs.
no idea.
So there are still 2 things. I know that there's some other things after us, but I have no idea what.
Right.
Well, they both.
And you definitely fell.
What are you making Hardy to say for?
Well, is this plus 15 and plus 8, or are those the target numbers?
Those were the target numbers.
So
the 19 succeeded then, and then the 8 failed then.
yeah, because the 15's the target number. Yeah, because everything's a D20 base, isn't it?
Well,
Yeah,
you know that FN is definitely looking at you.
Well,
Yeah,
we knew that from the very beginning. I didn't need
right.
to know that.
Yeah, there's no bonuses when it comes to saves. It's just you roll a d20, and you're looking for the number that's on the save under their stat block. If they don't get that number higher, then they fail.
So the 8 almost certainly failed.
No.
No.
He rolled high, he succeeded.
He succeeded.
Oh, you want to roll
Right.
over the number. A lower number is better for your save bonus, or not save your bonus, but like your saving throws.
Well, Shiv says it feels like 2 other things seem to be coming after us. That I'm thinking, considering what we've encountered before, are like us.
But
No,
you
you-
wouldn't get that information.
Yeah, you get
Oh.
no information if they succeed.
You don't
Okay.
you don't know. Things
You
that
have no
succeed,
idea
like,
these 2 exist.
Oh well.
Sorry.
Once we go and attack something again, I can try again because things have changed significantly.
But you do
Alright,
know that
well.
there are quite a few that are actually watching you guys.
Yeah, I've literally listed off
you said
everything that's
something
watching
about
us.
one of my employees? Question mark.
I did say one of your employees.
Interesting. I'll have to keep that in mind.
Right, well,
Yeah, Shiv would mention this to be like, wait, you didn't know?
No.
Your brother
Well,
didn't tell
also
you that?
Dominic is. Yeah, I was going to say that Dominic isn't the CEO, and
Well,
you don't know that he's both.
Yeah, but I'd figure at least your brother would say, hey, I'm going to be keeping a close eye on you.
Possibly not. I'll have to talk with him when I get back home.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, it's not actually that far fetched, for Ignis to want someone to keep an eye on his brother to make sure he's all right, because
Especially if you-
Dominic would be a potential way that someone might attack him to get to Ignis, on the basis that they're 2 separate people. Which would actually be quite funny when Dominic's captured and, haha, we're totally going to ransom you to your brother. And then he just shapeshifts into a dragon and eats everyone. Haha, you actually had Ignis and you didn't know.
Alright, so
Okay,
we're at this
I think-
point, guys. We're at this point.
Yeah.
We need to start talking about next week.
I need to AFK for bathroom-related reasons. So
All right, we'll make you last.
my point is, well, I was actually going to say everything's groovy. Yay, I got to kill Shiv, and
Finally.
also I am expressly making a point that my character is going away and basically going to crash in her apartment while using We Are Legion to monitor the absolute hell out of every single thing with a video or audio feed within the range of effect.
We are
So,
Legion.
like a mile.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Thank you. And now we will head to Righted. What are you going to do next week? Raiden? Raiden?
He said he was going to the bathroom some time ago and hasn't come back.
Okay, we'll go to Ignis then.
All right. Dennis is doing all right. Got to talk with Willis. Learned a little bit about Mitchell Graves.
Mhm.
Got a case of gold. I look forward to putting that in in the safe tomorrow.
Dave, he's just gonna sleep with it as a pillow. Yes, my precious.
But yeah, it's a
Okay.
good session. Have fun.
Awesome. All right. Vic.
Next week, Vic is going to talk to Willis, or at least try to, at some point. Because that's been something that has been on itinerary for a while and just haven't gotten to. But hey, characters. Shiv is now legally considered dead. Also going to look more into basically doing the same thing that Riley's doing. Checking out everything on the networks using my innate ability while I continue to set up the free Wi-Fi. And doing the free advertising for Devereaux.
Nice. Okay. Anything else?
Unless Cormac decides to send us all to another war, no.
Well, I mean,
Well, it is now. Willis is kind of an asshole. That is right. I kind of made you act like an asshole, honey, because you told me to. He's at work. That's why he's not here.
Fair.
Cormac.
Some guys are gonna get fucked.
I mean, probably gonna lose some teeth, a couple broken noses, maybe a shattered orbital socket. We'll see.
You're talking about the guys, I assume.
Oh yeah.
Just because they're watching you?
I mean, it depends how the conversation goes.
Right.
FN sent 4 dudes to watch me, and look how that turned out for him.
Not very well.
Yeah, that's the point. Everybody's going to learn. You stay the fuck away from the cafe. If you have something to, if you want to talk with Cormac, you just send a message, and he will talk to you wherever you want.
He can make no guarantees of your personal safety, however, if you come near his cafe.
So in
But
other
if
words,
you try-
we're going into battle next week. Okay.
No, not necessarily. It'll be a conversation. It all depends on how they respond.
Oh, okay. All right.
If somebody draws a gun, there's definitely a throwdown happening.
Well, there are
Roll charisma for intimidation.
guns, but they haven't been drawn, so
Yeah, because as of right now, they've just all been called out.
yeah, kind of confusing. What else are you gonna do next week? And how do you think this has gone so far?
What else are we going to do next week? Everything I do next week is entirely dependent on how this conversation goes.
Okay. Totally dependent. Got it. All right.
Because if I get some names that I don't like, some people are going to get some visits.
Ooh.
I feel like Riley's butcher problem might go away.
Wow. Okay.
If the Assassin Guild is watching me, I have to make sure that they understand that everybody in my sphere is off limits to them. And if that requires me to go in and literally break some knees, it's going to happen.
Oh, okay.
So you're saying you're going to buy an aluminum bat?
I don't need a bat.
No, but it'd be funny.
No, it wouldn't. It'd be funnier my way. Hold him down, grab his ankle, snap his knee.
Well, I have to say you guys did really well today, not allowing the public to see the death.
Yep.
I think that actually saved you,
Yay.
because I had a plan for it.
Yes, well, thankfully I have power of prophecy and power of I ask question.
Mm-hmm.
I am finally coming into the Godbound of knowledge and Godbound of time.
Now,
Now I just need to get through Godbound and networking.
you guys have been going through a lot of downtime. Downtime
And it's been fun.
is coming to a slow end where once I finish this move, I'm seriously going to be hitting you guys with a full connection. A full, what's the word I'm looking for? Main storyline's gonna be continuing. Anyway,
A plot beat.
plot.
A plot beat.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's gonna be some guys screaming in terror as they run from the cafe.
That probably will perpetuate the situation.
Hey, come back, you! Hey, come back! You forgot your bill. It's only. What's the most expensive coffee Cormac would have?
$200 coffee.
It's
Oh yeah, so probably
It's only 50,000 credits.
no. Cormac doesn't extort people. He specifically goes after people who extort people.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
He extorts the extortionist.
No, he just makes them not stop doing what they're doing, and they have a choice. They can choose to stop, or Cormac can choose for them.
Now this could go bad for a lot of people, but we'll find out what happens next week on Opus Trust Issues when we start to find out who's following,
Who's watching the Watchmen?
who's watching. Yes. I almost wanted to say Watchmen, but I thought that would not be a good idea.
It's not copyrighted. It's just a word in a dictionary.
Oh, who's watching the Watchers?
Who watches the Watchmen is something that's been around for a while.
Okay.
But you could call the next episode the police.
The
Because
police.
every move you make, every step you take,
Oh
I'll
my
be
God.
watching you.
No, I am not gonna. No, absolutely not. No, do not start that.
That's why I said you call the episode the police.
No,
Because we're being watched.
no, you are being watched though.
I just said that.
All right, well, let's see who
This
is
is sort of
actually
Karsa breaking.
around. Magram. Have we seen Magram lately? I think we have.
That was fun.
Was it?
I am not sorry.
You're sorry, not sorry.
Hashtag sorry, not sorry.
Out of curiosity, this briefcase of gold, is it in bars, coins, or what?
Bars.
Hell yeah, okay. That's what I
Yeah,
assumed.
it's actually it's
No,
co-
it's just one
it's-
solid slab.
It's an ignis.
Imagine.
One solid slab. That'd be ridiculous. That'd
That's
be
why it's
so heavy. It's still pretty heavy. I mean, that's a lot of gold, you know.
I'll say like 100,000 credits is probably what, between 80 and 120 pounds.
Yeah. Yeah. About that. Alright, so I think who we're going to see. What are you guys interested in? Seeing
Nothing.
Ultra Kill, Sons of the Forest, Fortnite,
Anything but
Elden
Fortnite.
Ring.
Elden Ring done.
Elden Ring. Elden Ring it is. Alright.
We now know what Cormac hates in the real world.
Fortnite? Yeah, I've never been quiet about that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it myself, but I'll watch it for my friends. Let's put it that way. Alright, so.
I watched people play it in the very early days, but I dropped off of it real fast.
Alright, so first of all, there's your raid message. Raid. We're gonna do it through the raid channel thingy. Raid.
Oh yeah, your sound alert commands are not working, by the way.
Yeah, I gotta fix it.
Yeah, because I did a rip earlier and forgot that that was one of the things.
Well, thank you for letting me know so I can fix it.
Because I tried to poke and catch something just before it said that it had escaped. No one caught it.
Okay, we're gonna watch some Elden Ring. Here you guys go. Thank you for being here. I appreciate every one of you. Every time you're here is amazing. I love it. So, thank you all, and goodbye. Always, every time. I will be down too. Because sure. Alright.